Hi.
Hi. Well, last
Hey,
release. Evening, everyone.
hello there.
Hello there. Let's go, Matt. What's going on? Adam, how you doing, buddy? Forgot it was Wednesday. Having a few days off work. Just managed to get this week's episode. I was exactly the same. I just finished it like an hour ago.
Yeah.
That
Oh, Rage is
I
here.
know.
Oh, no, wait a minute,
Like,
Rage is
Elvis,
here.
I know the whole Prison Break, really choked you up. But this week's episode, that fucking
Thank you for the quick reference already to me crying last week.
well, seriously, that's what I was doing literally this morning as I'm watching it before I go to work. And that droid won't leave the house, and all he wants to do is talk to his dead. Oh my Lord, man!
I'm not gonna lie. That part right there. My first thought was, I bet Elvis cried like a bitch. Because I was crying like a fucking bitch.
Today I was trying to scarf down a Subway sandwich on my lunch break. So no emotions for me today.
Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely emotion for me. But anyway, good evening, everyone. Start again. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Gentlemen, thank you for joining me. If you don't already know, this week we have Return of the Rage.
It's this guy.
We've got the Kyber Daddy Cool, just sitting there as always. And then we've got the Mr. Guinness tonight, ladies and gentlemen. DeLorean, Elvis.
Hell yeah.
To all of you in the comments, I told Sam when we were 1 minute late. Just throwing it out there. I was trying to keep him on track, but
to be fair,
the track goes any which way on this call. So
you did. But then I was like, I'm going to go get a drink because I've just chucked down like 2 coffees, and it's like midnight.
Wow! So you plan to go more than an hour tonight?
I will go to probably about a maximum of 2:30 tonight. Because I'm up at 5 o'clock. Really, dog? Really?
Dog?
Really? Do you want in? Okay, come on in.
What up, dog?
What up, dog?
Dog.
Literal dog. Ah!
Chewy!
Good boy.
He's a good boy.
Chewy, sick him! Sick him!
Could you imagine him with a fucking bowcaster?
Yeah.
You open that door on your own. He's learned how to open doors this week.
Nice.
Trying to keep doors closed in this house, no freaking problem. It's okay, Jess, because you'll end up probably with a bunk buddy in April.
He's like, oh, great.
Wake up one morning and find him at your feet. But only 6 minutes late tonight, getting better. I know. Listen, I know. But listen, you've been fed. You just keep on thinking.
There's no excuse because we were sitting here.
That's true, but then Tim and I went to go and get a drink. So
Okay.
We definitely enjoy our pre-show time.
He's literally in a completely different time zone. So I mean, the fact that we get this thing done at all should be
right.
I would agree with that, Tim. Thanks.
Yeah, we should fucking come on now.
I would agree with that.
Nah, dude.
No, yes, he doesn't.
Just have that.
He's in a different day than we are right now, and we're still doing this. This is crazy.
Well, I can confirm from the future everything is as well as can be.
There you go.
Anyway, episode 11, the penultimate episode.
The what episode?
Penultimate.
Penultimate.
The one before the last one. That's a little lesson on English there for you guys. the Queen's English,
Isn't it the King's English now?
It's technically the King's English. Don't you dare correct me on my own English.
Filthy colonist.
But episode 11. Was it a banger?
It's a great setup for the last episode where we can finally see everybody together.
Yeah.
Because they're obviously bringing everybody to Ferrex for the funeral. It was weird in that, Andor was in it so briefly. But it's still, I thought it was another great episode, you kind of see where Bix is at now, and wow, she's kind of let herself go.
I don't know if I'll put it that way,
Well, I don't know. And if you were in imperial custody, I think you might let yourself go a little bit as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, but that shows the effect of whatever that fucking torture sounded like. You know what it does to you. It's just she still can't even think, and it's like days later. No, I thought it was a good episode. It was a setup, but we got Luthen being another fucking badass and, you know, pulling that Inquisitor move with his spaceship. And again,
spinning, that's a good trick.
Yeah, showing how that's the spinning. It's always a good trick. Just showing, you know, how cool of a character he is. But yeah, it was a great setup for what I hope is going to be a payoff and not just a string us till next season. You know, I hope we get a whole lot of payoff.
Him dumping the stuff into the
that was great.
The dish.
Yeah, what's that called? The
that was like the original Star Destroyer.
Tractor beam. Thank you.
Yeah,
because the tractor beam obviously is going to pull smaller stuff faster than a big ship. So, you know, when he unloaded that and it destroyed the dish, I was like, how has no pirate done this before, where there's still these, you know, ships that are out there chasing pirates and stuff like that? Like, you'd think, I don't know. This show is doing a lot of things that are like, of course, someone's had to have done that before. So I thought that was cool.
They used the original, the first Star Destroyer design.
Oh, sick.
So the actual first design of one, and they've just reused it. That's
no Easter eggs in this at all.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, what? With all the
that's a Filoni Rebels move right there to bring in original designs for new stuff.
It's like the original Millennium Falcon ended up being like the Rebel cruiser or something.
The blockade runner, yeah.
Yeah, the blockade runner. Yeah, so
they just took the whatchamacallit, the cockpit. Because they already had the cockpit built, so they used the same cockpit, and then changed it on the Rebel one. But yeah,
there was a ton of, you know, stuff behind the scenes that, you know, symbolism going on in the episode again that, you know, I don't always catch. I need to like go listen to somebody else to find all
somebody
of that.
that's more knowledgeable. Yeah.
I forget which one. I just got home. In fact, I barely ate something to get on before the call here. But on the way home, I was listening to a podcast. Someone was talking about how you see Cassian and Cyril on these different paths that keep having these similarities. Like Cyril went to his private box, the one that he told his mom, you know, you've been in my private box, like get out, like his safe. And so he goes and gets credits out of his box, and he's going to go back to Ferrix to try to catch Cassian. And then you see Cassian going back to the hotel to get his box filled with credits, and he's going to go back to Ferrix, you know, for the funeral. And someone made the conclusion that they're both being radicalized in different senses, right? So one's going to be radicalized for the Empire, one's going to be radicalized for the Rebellion. So they're really like our two, you know, characters, which I thought was pretty smart. I see that and I think, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I do have a question though. Did we actually see Marva die? I mean, I guess I assume that she is dead.
Started out, yeah.
Yeah,
did they show how she died?
Nope.
We've seen her, was it last week, walking into the square with her finest jacket on, like she said. I'm sure we did.
And then she had the cough and the cold from when the doctor came and visited her, when Bix came and visited
she
her.
did. Yeah, she didn't look well before. So, is
there a chance she's alive? That's what I'm getting at.
No, I'm pretty sure that she's a brick now.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. They become bricks.
That's just another cool that they just give a layer and a depth to this world, in that when you die there, they make you part of the buildings. You know, you become literally part of this, you know, of the city. So it's cool. It's cool.
That is actually a pretty cool concept, actually. I have to admit. you know, and like, you know, nearly 50 years on from the original Star Wars and all the architecture and different languages and species, and we're still having these new traditions on different planets. You know, like people are just still, the creative team is knocking it out of the fucking park with that kind of stuff. You know, they always have done. That's a really cool concept, though, like becoming one essentially with the place that you live when you die. You know, it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
We're getting a lot of
Chris?
Chandrilla. Is that how you say it? Customs as well.
Yeah, yeah. Chandrillan.
Did anyone notice Vader's center box and Luthen's? I didn't.
I did not.
No.
I also watched
Dude,
it on my phone,
Luthen's
though.
place keeps like adding and taking away stuff. Like there's always something new.
When I saw the show creator said
Chris.
that it's the art department that was basically slipping that stuff in, and he didn't know what, but he's happy that they put it in there.
Yeah,
because he,
that's funny.
intentionally didn't want to put little Easter eggs, but they basically kind of found.
They were like, "Yeah, we got to. This is like the perfect spot to do it." Yeah. The Temple Guard mask was in the last episode.
Yeah, I noticed a few things from the last episode again, like the Gungan shield and Padme's like head thing from when they were traveling like peasants and all that.
Thing, it's really like every time we kind of go into that little den of antiquities, you know, I'm like fucking, you know, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed looking for stuff, you know. There seems to be something new that appears every
to the point where you're like, what'd they say? I was looking at the stuff on the shelves.
Totally zoning out on the shelf. Was this episode, dare I say it, don't jump on me, people, right?
About the mess.
It was a very, very, very emotional episode, very relevant episode.
Sure, yeah.
It was a very engaging episode.
Okay.
But was it maybe a little bit fillery? Are they dragging some stuff out for the final, what we hope is a banger? Was it a bit fillery?
Well, it's not going to be better than the season finale. So
yeah, I think it was definitely fillery. But at this point, I don't mind that at all. I mean, this is now, I think, my favorite Star Wars television show. Just it's so well written, well acted, great story, and we haven't seen a fucking lightsaber. You know how?
Which is insane when you think about it.
Yeah, but I just love this show. I love it. So I can't really explain why either. You know,
I think if you're going to have a filler episode in this series, this was the one to do it with, because it's setting up what we think is obviously the finale.
Yeah.
What we know is the season finale. Dog, what are you doing?
Well, episode 9 was kind of fillery, but I thought it was really good. Like that one really brought up to how epic 10 was.
9 was the one that kind of set up the prison. Was that the?
Yeah, but it set up to them breaking out.
Yeah,
because it's like it's
10
fillery,
was
but
insane.
it's engaging, you know, and it's relevant. You know,
that's when the inmate died, and they realized that no one's getting out.
Yeah,
and
then
realized
the next
there's
episode was
12 guards
chaos.
on floor max.
Yeah, so I really liked that one, even though it was kind of fillery.
I mean,
it was a really good setup.
Let's talk about that the B2 emo for a second. That was quite an emotional kind of collection of scenes.
Yeah, he didn't believe she was dead.
Yeah,
or he doesn't.
And how
he can't process it or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
How cool of Andor's mining buddy to actually be, look, we can, I'll spend the night here with you. For a droid, for a droid.
Yeah, but it takes a droid, right? And it shows how good the dialogue has been within this series, because it takes a droid and it almost humanizes the droid. You know, it gives him emotions. It gives you emotions towards what is technically not a living thing. You know, I just found that really kind of it got me a little bit. You know, it did get me.
Yeah.
I want Marva.
Yeah, they definitely focused a good amount of time on that scene and BTOYMO specifically. Sam's
What's this
crying.
Joker doing?
He's kicking
His dog in the face.
No, the cat and the dog were fighting. Well, not fighting. When I say the cat and dog were fighting,
Getting ready to fight.
The cat was bullying the dog, believe it or not.
I believe that.
I mean, that dog, don't get me wrong, he's awesome. He's so full of love. He can handle himself when it comes to another human being. When it comes to the cats, he's just a fucking pussy.
The cat's the pussy.
Ironically, actually, yes.
Yeah.
Did B2 was hiding in his shell like he was under? Yeah, like the visual and audio cues for that droid to be kind of completely humanized for those several scenes was genius. It was completely fucking genius.
Well, and the fact that he lied to the guy, he's like, no, I need to charge, and the dude's like, you've been there charging all day, man. He's like, no, I can't leave. I need to charge.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a real conversation with B2, like a human conversation with B2.
Yeah, that would be dealing with somebody that had just gone through a loss. That was cool because he didn't have to be like that. Not everybody in the Star Wars universe is like that with droids.
Because it's quite. Did Snoke drown?
Well, we know he can't swim, but we don't know what happened after that.
In the next episode.
I don't think we'll see him again.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'd love
for all we know,
Yeah, I would love to see him, but I don't think so either.
Came and rescued him, and him and BD kind of helped him swim out of there.
Well, they've left him very open, even though we know he can't swim. Okay, fair enough.
I don't think they left him open.
But no, I do, because we just see him walking back in. We don't see anything. We don't know anything else. For me, that's pretty open. You know, that's keeping the door open. Will it happen? I don't think so. Would it be pretty cool for him to turn up for something?
I would love it. Would love it if like
his speech and all that transition.
Yeah, it was like a perfect way to go out.
It's meaningless if he's still out there.
I don't
if
know.
Anything,
episode 8,
in the
season 2, and he comes back into it as part of the rebellion. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, if anything, he's back in the prison system, and maybe he can be rescued at some point. But
yeah,
we're not seeing him in the next episode. I highly don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I think he's done this season, but I don't throw them. I don't put it.
Is it open where they could do something? Yes, I agree. Absolutely.
Let's talk about Mon Mothma, because last week
she's the same as last week. She's like, shit, I have to give away my daughter. And
well, first she was kind of scared about it, but now it seems like the daughter and the dad are just like,
yeah, exactly. Well, they showed her doing the chanting with the other Cinderella girls. She's into it. But Mon Mothma's not into it.
Here's the thing with her, though, right? Last week we were saying there's more to her story than what we're getting just now. Like, she's in deep shit. And then this week we found out, oh, yeah, she is in deep shit financially.
And we know that she is still around 4 movies from now. So she obviously does this. I mean,
you know, that whole, and again, the whole scene with her, is it her cousin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her cousin, you know.
Belle or whatever her name is?
Phil, yeah. And she's in demanding to see Luthen. And as we know, Luthen is away being a badass with Saw Gerrera. And can I just say as well, Forrest Whitaker, what a fucking legend.
Yeah.
What?
He plays that character well.
Fucking legend. To bring that character back after, what is it now, like 6, maybe 7 years since they filmed Rogue One, and just to nail it the way he has, you know, there's no, dare I say it, Ewan McGregor with Star Wars, even though it's a longer period of time, and with Kenobi rather, he's just nailed the mannerisms, the voice, absolutely.
Yeah, the one moment where he told Luthen, when he finally kind of realizes, yeah, okay, Luthen's making the right thing. He says something like, "Oh, so this is war." He's like, "This is war," and he just kind of comes to accept.
Well, it's because he told him his most loyal subject was his spy. He's like, "You want to meet my spy? It's this guy. It's Tubes. It's your best man." Like, and of course, Saw is pissed at that. But Luthen's whole point was, does it matter? Like, seriously, you can believe whatever you want. Like, come on,
here's the thing.
Pass this. Stop being so cynical.
Was he the spy, or did he just do that to get the gun?
Yeah.
That just goes to show.
Use it to get the gun. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That just goes to show how intelligently twisted Luthen can actually be.
He knew there was nothing he would accept, so all he had to do was just get a gun on him and be like, "Then kill me. Come on, let's move on." Like.
So now I wasn't able to watch all of last week's episode. Did you guys touch on any of the things that Luthen may be a former Jedi?
No.
So in his speech, he refers to basically, he's like, 16 years ago or whatever date he throws out in the speech to the ISB guy, which basically is right around Order 66. And he's in that speech, he's talking about, I had to make decisions and my friends had turned on me, kind of that, so go back and listen to that speech, framing it under, he's talking about Order 66.
Interesting.
He may be, not only that crystal that he gave Andor.
And he carries a weapon a lot like a lightsaber. I mean.
Yeah, I haven't actually thought about it that way before. Actually, yeah, how nuts.
When in episode 3, when he first had that little thing, that was one of the theories out there. Was I wonder if he's a Jedi, and he's deconstructed his hilt.
Had a lightsaber in that easy.
Would that come across well if it turns out that he was?
I think so. Yeah, I would like to think that many former Jedi had a hand in the formation of the rebellion.
If anything, the only thing that would make sense to me is if he had left the Jedi Order prior to Order 66, like a Count Dooku type.
Well, I mean, we already know that Quinlan Voss made it, Obi-Wan made it, Cal Kestis made it, Kanan Jarrus made it. There's a lot of established that made it. Ahsoka made it. Technically, she wasn't a Jedi.
She's not a Jedi.
But
I'm no Jedi.
I can kind of see us learning more and more and more that made it through the Order 66. Plus, all the Inquisitors technically made it through Order 66.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. That is
very true. Little speech at the end there when he's talking with, I'll forget her name, but the shop girl.
Clea.
And they're talking about Clea.
Yeah, Clea. Real easy.
When he's talking in code to Clea about Cassian and how it's an important thing and another collector can't get him or whatever. Are we left with the idea that Luthen's heading to Ferrix as well? I mean, I don't know if they said anything about Ferrix. Like, where was Luthen going at the end of that conversation? I have to assume Ferrix because everyone's going to Ferrix, but they didn't say anything like that, did they?
No, they didn't. Unless they were talking.
But they're talking in code, so it's a little hard, though.
Some serious code. So, but it was code enough to where we felt like we could kind of understand what they were saying. I'd have to go back and listen to it. But no, I don't.
Well, I mean, because Vel went to Clea and said, "There's going to be."
She's like, "I'm going."
And so she reports that to Luthen, and Luthen says, "We can't let another collector get this, whatever." So it has to mean that he's going to Ferrix. Okay, I've decided. Okay. I don't know. Like, if they all show up on Ferrix together, and then he pulls out a lightsaber and saves them all, it ruins the show. I don't think he can do that. So to your point, Sam, would it work? I don't know.
That's the thing with this show. Does it need it? No.
They'd call the show Luthen. They wouldn't call it Andor. You know what I mean?
But then, obviously, ISB want them to have a funeral. They don't want any curfews, but they want to keep an eye on everything, right?
Mhm.
She still doesn't know that Andor was in the Imperial system and then broke out.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, so she's just guessing that he will turn up on Ferrix. And then obviously you've got Cyril.
He's buying a plane ticket. Yep.
Got the phone call or the FaceTime or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
From the shit talking sergeant.
Talking Scottish sergeant.
And I found it hilarious actually because the way that phone call was set up with a lot of distractions, disturbance, poor signal, as well as he actually put on a much stronger accent and spoke a little bit more slang to make it even more difficult to understand, right? Like, I picked up on that straight away, and I was like, fucking genius. But what annoyed me was he started fucking around with the little dial to try and, get the
Clear up
signal,
the signal or something, yeah.
and he just cuts off. So he's going to turn up on Ferrix as well. Should we have a 4-way showdown?
Yeah, and I don't know if Vel is heading back to get Andor or she's heading back to see her girlfriend. Because I think she's looking for an excuse to go see her girlfriend again. That's kind of what she wanted the whole time.
Everyone's going to end up on Ferrix except Mon Mothma. And Saw. Saw won't end up on Ferrix.
No, he won't end up over there.
We got Luthen, Vel's girlfriend, Cassian, all of Cassian's friends. That's all that's left, right?
Yeah, well, we don't know what's going to happen with Melshi.
Cyril and probably Deidre. We're starting to get the names. We're finally on the last episode.
Yeah.
We're starting to have the names.
I'm sucking with the names.
The names have been fucking hard for this show.
Yeah, they have. They have.
But everyone except...
There's so many characters.
Yeah. Everyone except Kreia, Mon Mothma,
Clea.
And Saw.
Clea.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Other than those three, everyone else is going to end up on Ferrix.
Yeah.
What if Cal Kestis pops out?
He could be there. Carrying Andy Serkis on his shoulder.
Yep.
I know how to swim, bitches.
That'd be great.
With a lightsaber.
Everybody gets lightsabers.
But he's bald and he's got a deformed face.
Grievous pops out.
60 pounds.
Yeah,
Like shit, that's Snoke.
They just walk across camera, and then Andy looks up and says, "One way out." They just start fighting.
Oh shit.
That would be hilarious.
And I don't know if y'all touched on this either. The similarities in the prison uniforms and the X-wing uniforms.
Yeah.
And wonder if that was like not a modeled. The rebellion decided to model their X-wing outfit after the Imperial prison system. The way that
I heard it was a nod to THX, whatever.
It did look a lot like that too, which is a really awful film. If you guys ever get a chance to see it, yeah, it's
George Lucas's first movie, right?
Yeah,
first full feature.
And he did two of them. There was like the one he actually did in college, and then they paid him to do like a real version of it. And with what's his name? Duvall, I think, is in it. Yeah, it's not very good. It's a dystopian future, and the uniforms that the government wears just kind of looks like that.
Could you imagine that one? If it was a big twist and Luthen was a Sith and Clea was his apprentice?
Well, I did see.
I would shit the bed. I'd be like, whoa, no way.
I forget what it was. I think it was a short by Screen Crush. But they showed the scene of Clea. Did I say it right this time?
Yep.
Clea and Vel. And it showed them talking to each other. And the way it's framed is Clea is all the way up against the wrong side of the frame. This goddamn camera. Stop. There we go. Clea is all the way up against the frame of the shot, and in the back it's all dark gray, and you see the Sith Unleashed armor, from the Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
And then you see Vel, and she's right up to the edge of the frame facing Clea, only it's all of the Naboo headdress, and it's white and warm and
good
all these
side
different colors. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know what it is, but they're definitely making Clea seem dark in this scene for some reason. But then you see them being shot over each other's shoulder, and it's like, what you see that they're on the same team. But it's interesting how they showed Clea as dark with the Sith armor behind her. Like, what were they trying to say? Something like, is Clea not on the same page as everyone else? Because she seems sketch. I'm just saying, there's something sketch about her.
Interesting.
I still don't know if she's the one that's really in charge or if it's Luthen. I did love her explanation that, I know you want to know this or you want to know that, but I'm juggling a dozen of these things, a dozen people like you that are all freaking out. And, I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah.
So it could be that she literally is just trying to keep it all together.
Got a smoke detector going off, Jesse?
That's my dryer.
No, okay.
It's just the carbon monoxide alarm. Keep going.
I'm sure it's nothing.
No, I kept doing that. I took the battery out. I just got tired of it.
Oh, Luthen's Darth Jar Jar. We're having some fucking wild fucking stuff now, guys.
Probably like a few years ago, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, the house I was at renting, now we're feeding the ducks.
Good shot. Every week.
The smoke alarm, dude. There's so many in the house, we couldn't find which one was going off, and we changed the battery. I swear we changed the batteries on all of them, and it just kept happening. So we just accepted it when we lived there. It was just every 30 seconds, beep, for like a whole year.
Okay. So that would drive me crazy.
Once you get used to it, though, you don't realize it. But
and
now,
I had the issue, and I had 8 detectors in my home, and I replaced them all to make it go away.
Yeah.
My neighbor moved in last December, so they've lived there 11 months now.
Mm-hmm.
Every 60 seconds, chirp.
You hear it from their place?
11 months now, I can hear it coming out of their house. Every 60 seconds, chirp.
That was an episode of Arrested.
I would go bring them batteries.
The fire department's been there multiple times too for other reasons.
That was an episode of Arrested Development, I'm telling you, and it ended up being one that they had taken off and put in a box and left in the attic.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh God, yeah, that would, yeah. I got used to it, but now anytime I hear it. Like if I'm scrolling, somebody posted a video and it beeps in their video or whatever, I'm like, change your fucking
It gives you PTSD.
Yeah. Whoa, shit. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do, man. When you come over, Jess, I'm just gonna rip all the batteries out the fucking fire alarms.
Because well, it's fine if you take them out.
Yeah.
These ones are also hardwired in.
Yeah, mine are all hardwired.
Yeah, mine are.
Oh no.
Every fucking 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Fuck off, shut up. Oh shit. Luthen's gonna open up portal with the fucking interact.
Ryan, that's the best joke so far. Straight up MCU Luthen. I like it.
That'd be amazing.
What's his character's name in the MCU? Skarsgård.
Doctor something.
Man,
Dr. Nicketskins.
Next one. Oh shit. I was actually thinking about all the scenes we've had in his antique store and all the times we've seen the likes of Sith holocrons and Jedi holocrons, and how fucking cool it would have been if one of them somehow was just glowing. A total misdirect.
Yeah.
Hey, the the temple guard mask could be his.
Seriously. Let's talk about his ship for a minute, which is could have been a throwaway, I think, until this week when it pulled the shit that it pulled. And that ship is it's going up there. Am I right?
I thought it was Selvig. Thank you, Batman.
So Selvig, yes. So is the droid operating the guns, or was he flying and shooting at the same time? Because if he's doing both, then yes, he's absolutely a Jedi, because the shit he was doing there was fucking crazy. I know that the computer did a calculation on the little side things.
Yeah.
Because it shows him kind of hit a thing and it goes like, blah, 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 and then he does the twist. But there's a point where he's flying and shooting shit behind him.
Yeah.
So again, I don't know. It could be the droid in the ship, because
I'd assume
ship,
it's the droid.
Yeah, that ship.
It's a very automated ship, but I think he was doing a lot. So.
I feel like he may have been shooting and flying.
Would it ruin the show though if it turns out that he is a Jedi, or was a Jedi, or he's a Force user or whatever?
It depends on how they go about it.
Well,
I'd love to see him as a Jedi,
because he could be like a Force user
that doesn't touch the Force anymore, that knows that the Inquisitors are out there looking for people, and is just a former Jedi. You know, no lightsaber, but he had that experience, and he, I could see that. Wouldn't be disappointed. Same time, would never be disappointed by seeing a lightsaber.
Yeah, rooms look like that antique store with all them hilts from Iron Destiny. Not even just the hilts, but all the other bits and pieces, like fucking Beskar staff. It's just the really grubby DV6.
Yeah.
Oh,
so ugly.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is the ugliest hilt around, right?
Big chunky chonk, but
that blade foot, god damn, that's so fucking disgusting.
Fucking flathead bolt, man. Fucking.
Everything is so perfectly nasty about it.
Right?
I think the worst part is the clamp.
So.
Well, the control box is sideways. Where's the clamp, though? Is there even a clamp on it?
Well, yeah, no, there's no clamp. Yeah, that's what I meant. The control box. It's like crooked. Yeah. You could see. You could see like there's the hole. There's like a hole on the inside.
Yeah.
The yellowing. There's the bent grip.
Is that the one that has the writing on the bottom of it that you can read, or?
No, that's the Graflex.
Where it says London or New York.
London.
It says New York.
Yeah.
Well, there's two, because there's the Obi-Wan one that had
Armored Shanks.
Is that what it was? Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a faucet knob company.
Oh no! From the Graflex, there was pieces from the Graflex, and his, I think, was originally from London. And the
you mean on the
one was originally from New York or
gold
something
ring
like that.
or whatever?
Yeah, I forget. I don't know.
Yeah, Jesse,
Wanawanga.
You need to go and get a tetanus just for handling that thing.
Right. That's pretty gross. I mean, you can't even really. I mean, maybe if I put it up close, all the scratches. There you go. You kind of see them.
That are in particular spots.
Yeah. Oh, everything is scratched for a reason. Dude spares.
Iron Destiny props must have some type of. There's something mental about him. Only the true artists like that can find every little last detail. They're obsessed. In a artsy way.
Yeah. And then I got
the work that he puts in though is ridiculous.
He did this one too.
Which is a lot prettier.
Even the reforged one, I like a Graflex. I'm sorry, I love them.
Yeah.
The difference between that and Vader's is, and I know that it's kind of like the same base, but that's night and day to me. Night and day.
Here we go. Return of the Jedi. Bam.
Oh, that's the stuff right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is turning into saber porn.
It always does. It always does.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Somebody brings it up.
We're on the Absolute Sabres channel. It's going to turn into Saber porn at some point.
I got my Vectra back, by the way.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That was quick.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah. What was the...
It helped that I was in Vegas for a week of it, but yeah, it did feel really quick.
What was the fault? Did they tell you?
They just said the X button was bad and to send it to them, so I did.
My main switch was bad at one point. I had to send it to them, and they replaced it for me.
And then once they told me it was fixed, I was like, "Hey, if you don't mind, can you weather it more?" And they're like, "Oh, it's already in the box." I'm like, oh, "Okay."
Opportunistic bastard.
All right.
I was like, "I don't think I'm cool enough to drop the I'm friends with Kyberphonic. Listen to me yet." So, so I didn't try pulling that.
Do you know who I am?
The new Padawan Outpost Chosen One. So this is the new Annie episode 2 that Nexus / LGT have put out.
Yes.
It's the Tusken Slayer version though. It's the Attack of the Clones one. Okay.
Yeah. Do the red and green light up? So the green isn't a green. I believe the green is a shine through. So whatever color the blade is, that's what it'll be. Which
Weird.
slightly
Well, honestly, it should just be green and red, but they don't light up in the movie, so
I was gonna say they're just lenses.
Yeah.
They're not
yeah.
LEDs, right?
I think
They only light up in that scene that never made it into the movie. Don't they light up in the scene where he's building it in the cave?
You're talking about Luke.
You're talking about Luke, not Anakin.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Attack of the Clones.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't fine. I'm
I
not.
think
You
I'm
guys
gonna
are paying me too
replace-
much attention.
I'm going to replace that shine through one if I can try and get a hold of a.
Carter just got.
I seen. I was listening when I was driving this morning.
Yeah. He got the Attack of the Clones one from Corbanth. They had a scratch and dent sale. It was $100.
Really?
And the only thing that's missing is, in the clamp, there's the LEDs in the clamp too, or in the like where the circuit board would be. It's just like 6 or 7 LEDs, and it's just missing like 3 of them. So you could just order new ones. Boom, pop them in.
Yeah.
You got it for $100.
We'll have a little look and see what they've got.
A lot of the shit sold out, but they probably still have a couple things.
Yeah.
I got mine for $150 on eBay. That was a steal.
Crossguard 2.0, $99. Fucking hell.
Yeah, Crossguard 2.0 though.
Oh, they've got a Kyle Katarn for $100.
Wait, where?
Mystica control box, and it's not the Kyle Katarn. It's not the big 2-hander. It's the
That's the LDM.
one with, it's the one with
It's
the
not the
copper on
elf
it.
one.
No, it's the LDM.
I'm thinking the one from Saber Bay.
Yeah, that's the one that Benji has, the big long one. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one I want.
yeah, that one's cool.
With the gold rods around the top
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah. And there might be brass. I don't know.
Brass, yeah, same thing.
This is the thing though, like where will you get these parts?
Well, yeah, for the clamp, I don't know. Unless you know what, you could probably hit up Benji, and he could probably make you something.
Well, I wonder if you could just use a stock clamp pixel card and just replace all of it.
Yeah.
You know the stock V3 pixel connector. Well, they also have the clamp card connector. That's the one that Cole told me to get for the Star Killer for the back of it.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could replace all of them with one of those in the Tusken Slayer or whatever, this Annie 2.0 or whatever it's called.
Well, the Anakin one, it doesn't have like it's LEDs popping out of the top. I'll show you.
Oh, it's not in the card.
No, there is no card.
Got it.
Oh, it's a small little saber.
When's Black Friday? This Friday?
Yeah, next Friday.
Next Friday?
Yeah,
There's
wait
that
from tomorrow.
little LED
Yeah,
bezels. Just,
not this Friday, but next Friday.
they just sit in, glue right in. This thing's
Interesting.
tiny, dude.
And those don't light up?
You can if you want it to, but that and then there's the 2
The red and the green.
red and the green. And the green sits inside. It's like a different housing.
What's this one from?
This is technically Watto's. It's an older Wattos,
Okay.
but it was a B grade, and somehow they weren't supposed to end up on eBay, but they did. And I think it might have been the factory that they made them through.
Mm.
Kind of just was like went behind their back.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. I just saw these come up on eBay, and they were Tusken Slayers for $150. So I was like, and it's literally perfect. Besides my fingerprints.
Oh, I remember when you got that. Shit, yeah.
It's so small. Like,
Because Ryan and I were kind of.
Oh, that is small.
yeah, I mean, it's a Graphics. That's,
With the Dark Wolf one, because Johnny always puts the dimensions on the site, and Ryan and I were trying to figure out how big or how small the Dark Wolf one's going to be.
Yeah,
And
it's supposed to be small.
It's
I mean,
tiny.
yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's a Padawan
Wait.
saber.
Why are you saying Dark Wolf one versus Padawan? You're saying they're different?
It's the same one.
Yeah, no,
Should-
there should be the same.
Okay.
He's just meaning like,
I got mine from Dark Wolf, so I'll say Dark Wolf.
yeah, that size difference. So
LGT, Anakin, Attack on the Clones.
Technically Nexus now. I'm fucking confused with the whole thing.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
this
All I
one's
know
cool.
is-
I always forget how cool this one is.
Show us that blade plug in the Obi. That's cool.
Yeah, the whole thing like comes off.
Yeah,
So yeah, it looks very.
legit. It looks like what
And then
it does in the
that
movie.
was cool too.
Yeah.
Let's get that little.
Pardon me.
Then you get the stupid pin on like a DB6. God, I hate that pin.
You don't like the
I
pin
don't like
sticking out?
I don't like it. No,
I love it. And then it's like jagged and.
it doesn't make sense to me.
I'm in a very dangerous place right now. I'm on Saber Bay.
Yeah, I got the Geonobi, whatever it's called, all the way on the bottom.
Did that one get released?
Yeah.
Or no? I was waiting for a KR version.
I was gonna wait for KR version 2, but they haven't even announced it yet. It's probably gonna take a while.
Cal has got so much stuff coming and it's all going to drop at the same fucking time as usual.
Yeah.
I love that dude, but he fucking annoys me when he drops like 4 helps at the same time. Like, really, bro?
He hasn't done his mace yet either. They just
No,
showed
they
it.
did. Well, I don't know if they dropped it yet, but it's just it's
Yeah,
Elf.
he's shown stuff recently,
Yeah.
but I don't think anything new is on the site.
There's new,
Oh
there's
yeah,
new-
yeah, not yet.
There's new Graflex kits. There's the new mace. The 2 new Kenobis.
The Goth chassis.
He's
for that
doing
Graphic.
something with Wanawanga as well.
Yeah. Well, that's the.
I think
that was-
Wanawanga is helping,
that's
is
the
adding into
Graflex.
his kit or something for his
That's the
kit.
Graflex kits.
Yeah,
He's doing the Wadawonga with the Graflex kits.
that's nice.
2 Kenobis. He's got the Qui-Gon as well, which he hasn't
Got a Qui-Gon?
announced, but we all know it's coming again.
Yeah,
And the
I haven't
model.
seen him post something about the Qui-Gon.
not recently, but I think he talked about it in a live stream.
Okay. Did he talk about it in that like 5-hour long video about his van? That
No,
That van's killer.
he was going for like 8 minutes or something, and I still hadn't seen the van. I'm like, I'm sorry, Kel, I can't do it. Moved on to the next video.
did you get your blade for the Yoda saber yet? Who got the Yoda saber?
Am I missing stuff?
Me? I have a blade for my Yoda saber.
Did you get a blade for the? Yeah, got one.
3/4 or 7/8?
7/8. Because it's the LGT or Nexus or whatever the fuck it's called now.
I
But
don't
it was,
keep saying LGT.
even though it's 7/8, it's really tight. And I sanded it. It's fucking tight.
The CC Sabers one is the 3/4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one I have.
So I got my bonus and spent a chunk on sabers already. Well, Adam actually purchased a flagship from me this evening.
Okay, the black one.
One of the black ones, yeah.
I said you could have any color you want as long as it's black.
Yeah. Now, any color you want, it has to be black. So yeah, I need
Is that
to.
the first you sold of the 3?
First one, yeah. No, I've sold 2. I've got 1 left.
Okay.
So, and that's in the space of 15 minutes tonight. I sold 2,
Really?
which I was surprised about.
Was the other one someone we know as well, or was it just a random sale?
It's a random sale. Someone who's been on my Instagram for a while, but they don't interact much. So they were kind of like, is it 1 or 2 button? I'm like, it's 1 button, but it's OS 6, so 2 button on FET's 1. It's like for me, it's fucking redundant now. 2 button with FET's 1 button prop file, because it's all there, and it's very intuitive.
I still prefer 2 button. I haven't tried FET's new 1 button, but
it's great. It's all there. It's fantastic. It's like double tap for lightning, press and let go for force.
What about lockup?
Lockup. Just
hold and flash. Okay.
That's
fine, because on Golden Harvest for lockup, you have to like press. You have to do like a twist. I'm just like,
No, it's literally like, that's why
I don't even try to do it. Carter told me the motion once, and I was like, nope, I'm not doing it.
It's literally. So double tap for lightning, and then. Matrix don't work on me. All the money. So,
yeah. How long do you have to hold it? How long do you have to hold it to turn it off if you don't do twist off? That's
2 seconds.
Bad. Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad. It's a good prop file.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
And I actually find the menu system a lot easier.
How do you change fonts? You just hold down, or no?
Don't worry. Enforce will guide us.
Change
Long press, isn't it?
Just like a short long press, whatever. Like a.
So changing fonts, you can just.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. At last, we will have.
Okay. What about music?
Double tap.
Shit. All right. Yeah. 1 button solid then.
And then I think you can actually hold it down.
Get the battery.
Preset.
Boss, I'm Anakin Skywalker.
And you can rotate through as well.
I've got a bad feeling about
Golden
this.
Harvest.
No, that's Profi, right?
At last, we will have.
That's Profi, but Golden Harvest you can also twist it.
Oh,
okay.
So you can do that with it. So I just find it really, really.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's nice.
With the flagships as well, they don't have a second. They've got a pilot hole which you have to drill out.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's all there in the prop file, I just thought, well, it's very intuitive to use. So I just didn't bother. Someone actually asked me for a 2 button. I'm like, no, you don't need it. You don't require it.
I would have bought it if it was a 2 button. Screw your 1 button.
Yeah, I mean, I had 3 of them in my cart, and then I realized there were 1 buttons, and I was like, "Fuck that!"
Yeah, throw in the garbage, dude.
Yeah, 3 in your cart.
You see, if it was CFX, absolutely, like 2 button CFX. You need 2 buttons.
I have
there's
my
something
dark
true to that
sabers.
because Jim Fulcrum has a 1 button CFX, and he's like, eh.
Yeah.
My Darksaber's 1 button CFX. That's fine.
Oh,
Given
really?
I only use the Darksaber font on there, but yeah, you could still do everything.
Are we talking about fonts or sabers? We're talking about everything, Adrian. Try and keep up. I'm kidding. We're literally talking everything. I have to force myself to stop looking at sabers.
Blast reflex. Lock up. That's a really hard hit. Hilt. It's loud as shit too.
Can we get a look, say, at the Yoda? No. Not because I'm being a dick, but because it's dead. I love that Darksaber, man. Like, I really, is that the Corband one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Elf. Yeah.
Elf, yeah. That's really nice. It's
Yeah.
really, really nice.
Yeah, it comes dull, but I sent Benji like some crazy good clear coat and put it on, and it did everything I wanted. Because I wanted that shine. Like,
Yeah.
When the armorer holds it and she likes turning it like this, you see it like reflect and everything.
Yeah. The only one
That's creepy as hell, dude.
I think my Yoda mask is creepier.
Yeah, especially when you
Everyone's
got the
the
fucking beard coming down below the fucking mask.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Devin Clark lights.
Carfax will be getting the last
I
one.
ordered a blade from him. Saber Trade. I just signed up for his wait list or whatever. It's like $320 for a Darksaber blade.
Wow.
But his are the best. I mean, nobody's else made a blade as good as his. The one I have, like the elf one, is not good. I'll just say it straight up, it's not good. I'm too scared to even hit it.
I'll be honest. The LGT one is solid.
Yes, the LGT one is solid.
It's solid. Like
I've seen them fight with it, and
I was trying to flex that thing. It would not budge. Like, I was super impressed with that blade. SA22C1 button was good. I think fetch slightly edged. Yeah, Ryan, completely agree. Completely agree, mate. Elvis, did you steal my mic? I couldn't hear your saber.
He's using my Corbin Darksaber to make stat. Yep. Nice. Yeah. So, thank you, AA Battery. You're helping me out because he's going to use that for mine as well. Then I got the RGBW blade, so it was $320. So it'll actually have white LEDs on it too. So it'd be a good clean white, not like the bluish white.
I'm selling my Darksaber from my Xeno.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm selling because it's the V2, no, the V3. V2?
Is it all black?
All black.
Yeah. You want the silver? Black and silver?
I want the elf. I want the one you've got.
Yeah.
They removed my fonts, dude. They didn't do that last time.
They. Huh.
They probably updated your board.
I mean, I've only had it a couple of weeks.
No, I would have came updated then. That's
They
strange.
do. They do that though. I mean, like when I sent mine, they sent it back and it had like stock package again.
See, when I had to send back the Solo Guard, they sent it back to me with their stuff on it again, but it still had my fonts after theirs. I was kind of surprised. That's all right. I want to put the Powell's power up config on there anyway.
Yeah. The twist off on CFX, I hate it.
Didn't you say your
Really?
battery meter on the new system only went up like that far or something?
Yeah, does yours go all the way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine goes to here. Like I think that's what it shows full at, and then it goes.
Yeah, no, mine's still all the way to the top and then green at the
Well,
top.
you don't have the new thing though, right?
Well, I mean, I got it back from Saber Trail this week, so.
No, but I mean the new because I had it. Mine was regular until I put Powell's Power Ups thing on.
I haven't put the Powell one yet.
Yeah.
This
So when
is-
you do
this
it,
is
it'll
out of
probably.
the box from Saber Trail.
Yeah. This might be the new thing. I don't know.
Oh.
You name it?
Tragedy.
Huh?
Tragedy. You tell by the hum.
Sure is.
Sounds a lot.
Jabba here.
Sounds
Tragedy.
a lot. It's funny because I still can't get over how there's certain sound fonts that just sound completely different when you put them onto something like a Saber Trio or something with a much better speaker.
Resonance.
Yeah.
You know, Tragedy's one of them. The Sorcerer actually as well.
Yeah.
That sounds completely different on an LGT to what it does on the likes of the flagship.
Yeah. I'm sure.
There's just extra layers of detail to the audio.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first time I've ever fired that up on the flagship, in fact, no, the first time I ever fired that up on the Vectra, I was like, whoa, okay, didn't hear that before.
Get those sub lows.
Yeah. Night Seth Sabers, take care, bro. Thanks for dropping
I
by.
see Smuggler's Outpost posted something the other day. They have a new kit for replacing your Saber Trio speaker.
Yeah, when I was in Orlando, Jeremy, he replaced the speaker on my Vectra because my Vectra speaker was going bad, so he put a Smuggler's in it. But
Really?
yeah, but the like
Yours was a 28 though, not a 20.
it was 28, yeah. So we replaced it with a 28, but it's the Smuggler speaker sticks out more than what Saber Trio uses. So I gave it to Benji. Benji's got it right now, and he's printing up like some sort of spacer, so that way it'll push in the hilt more or whatever. I don't know. He's still figuring it out, but so I don't have my Vectra right now. But
what did you think of the sound versus the Saber Trio speaker?
they both sounded great. I mean,
So it's not as night and day as they say.
hard to tell, hard to say. I'll once I get it back. I mean, the Vectra I couldn't put at 100%. Can you put yours at 100% volume?
It was pretty high out of the box, and I thought it sounded a little crappy to be honest. But
Yeah, like for some reason, like Valken, every other Saber Trio I have, I could put it at 100%, and it sounds good. But the Vectra,
But that could also be part
Vectra,
of the config.
No, yeah, 100% in the config and then 100% on the Saber. But the Vectra, you can't, dude. I had to put it at like 60, and you would still get a little bit of crackle. On the Saber Trio speaker and the Smugglers, we had to turn it back down. So I don't know. Maybe my board, maybe the amp on the board's going bad. It could be that. I don't know.
I've never messed with the volume on mine. I've just left it
Yeah.
as it is.
That's not funny.
Oh God, man. I was watching, what's that ventriloquist called?
One sec.
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham.
And he was talking about, I think, one of his dolls was out with Peanut, I think it was.
Previous
Like, imagine if you had a stutter, you couldn't even tell the basic of joke. He was like,
The Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
Okay, here's Vectra at 100%.
That's the 22 though, right?
That's the 22.
Okay, yeah.
It hurts. It like hurts my ears.
Yeah.
So damn loud. It sounds alright though. It's not as crackly.
It's not crackly? Yeah.
I thought it was earlier, but it didn't seem that way now. I gotta try to turn it back down. Let me mute myself.
Shit,
That is one thing I dislike about CFX, that I have to go through everything to get to the settings to turn the volume down.
True.
I've never really messed with my CFX, like, I'm way too scared to actually fuck it up.
You're not gonna fuck it up.
Remember we had that fiasco of
Yes.
and it wouldn't behave itself, then all of a sudden it just started doing what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, I have no answer for that.
That was weird. That was like really, really strange. I'm just trying to figure out what fucking size of blade I ordered with.
Okay, I'm done playing. Actually,
24. Oh yeah, 24.
Nice.
Jesse, I finally got a 24.
Hell yeah, dude, you're gonna love it.
I took my opportunity.
Y'all, anybody else gonna get that new Saber Trio?
Well, you know what? I technically could after tonight, but I probably shouldn't.
on Black Friday?
You probably shouldn't, Sam.
Probably shouldn't and won't are two completely different things, Elvis.
I'm getting it.
Of course you are. It's Saber Tree when it's you, dude. Like, you will get it.
I'm surprised it hasn't already showed up. Like you just already have it.
I ain't that special.
Oh, come on. Yeah, you are. Just hold him to ransom, dude.
No, I was gonna get the Reaver next, but then I saw they're coming out with a new one. It's like, I want the new one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's
And they announced powder coating.
Did they?
They
I'm
announced
interested to see it powder coated.
Yeah, they announced powder coating for the
hilt,
the RTS sales.
Oh, okay.
They don't have it as a custom option yet. They're still, figuring out their limits and stuff like that. But that's gonna be
new
cool.
one.
Did you see the picture of the Maria, whatever it's called?
Mira?
You haven't seen it, dude? It's on their. I think it's on their Instagram. They showed it.
Oh wait, maybe I did. Did it
with
have
with the red
and stuff in it?
It was red.
Yeah, I saw it.
It looked. That's my least favorite Saber Trio design, and I saw that and was like, wow, that looks really good.
And they're like, if the Mira looks this good,
yeah,
imagine what the other ones look like.
I had no idea that CC
like just adding a red stripe to it, and then same on the bottom. Just adding that.
Yeah.
It makes a world of a difference.
Yeah, dude, just that one red line, and then there's
one
also...
red line there, and there's one by the pommel.
Yeah.
And then with the weathering and all that.
Yeah, that looks really good. Subtle. Gotta go subtle. But this is the only image we've seen, other than the silhouette. This is the only image we've seen in the new one?
Yep.
Okay. Why do they make it look like there's only one tooth on it?
Because they're hiding. They don't want to fully reveal it. Because, yeah, they keep only showing half of it.
But, Jesse.
What?
Look at the lighting. There's no way to hide the other side.
I know, right? It's probably edited, too.
So, are they showing us an edited image, or are they showing that they're coming out with a hilt with only one tooth?
Oh.
Just saying it. Just throwing it out there. Saber Trio, come on. Come on. Knock it off.
The Shadow Foil sold out of Reavers. I think they
wasn't yesterday.
It's not there now.
What? Dude. That's not on Shadow Foil. It's on Phoenix Props.
Was it on Phoenix Props?
Yep, go to Phoenix Props. Phoenix Props does all the machining for them.
Got it.
$520. It should still be discounted at $520 too. For the full kit. If you get the half kit, it's cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only cheaper by $50. Like it's.
Yeah, I got full ring. I was like, fuck it. I'm only gonna display it as half ring, but I bought full ring.
No partial payment $260. No, I still need to fucking pay for that Dooku.
Yeah, do the partial payment.
Well, I still need to pay for the rest of that fucking Dooku, so I really shouldn't.
Yeah, he was live earlier. Did you see it on Facebook? He was going through looking at them all.
No, you see,
Sean
fucking sent me a video last week, teasing me, the bastard.
Yeah. You get the one with the Attack the Clones elbow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's told me like mine's is ready to fucking go. It's ready to ship. He just needs the payment, and I'm like, cool. I'll work on that.
Bro, mine's already paid. Ship
I don't think payment's
ship me
gonna do
Sam's
anything.
instead. Yeah, I don't think that's it.
It should be. It should be pretty much ready for shipping then, unless he's waiting on stands.
Maybe, I don't know. He was going through the box, like he was like inspecting them.
Ty, the blind guy, what's going on, my friend? How are you this week? I've been fucking neglecting the chat. Sorry, guys. Looking at lightsabers. Add to cart, Sam. Fuck no, I can.
He
Paper
said
ship.
they started shipping them out. I don't know about that.
Did you see the Stargate Saber they done? Saber Trio one? Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I saw that too. Where did I see that?
Saber Trio.
Is it okay?
He shipped the first 10 and he's QCing the rest of the 90. See, this is the thing right now about having a really shitty exchange rate, because now it's going to fucking cost me more than it fucking should have.
Stop living in goofy countries, dude.
Yeah, man. Come to America.
Like,
Join us filthy colonists. Fun over here. Medical sucks, but the rest of it's fun.
Yeah.
I've tried so hard to like literally deal only in USD. I can't. Pardon me. I can't.
Adrian says, "What's powder coating?"
It's paint. It's like something to do with magnetizes and incredible heat. I don't know.
You know, anodized aluminum. It's kind of like that, only it's a powder. And yeah, they use electromagnetism to make the powder stick to the metal.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But they offer colored sabers now, basically, which is, well, kind of. You can't
powder
customize it
coating's like
yourself
what they
yet,
have
but-
on rims for cars, and right. They do
Yeah,
that.
there's also anodized rims, but yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure is anodizing and powder coating the same thing, or
Kind of. So anodizing is almost like a tinting of the metal, and it's submerged in a liquid, and it's
So it's
using
tint.
battery acid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
powder coating
is
could be
more
like straight
magnetism.
colors and stuff. Yeah.
It's both.
So like if
using-
somebody wanted like pink rims on their car, it would be powder coated.
or anodized, yeah, you could anodize like a chrome with a pink tint. So if you want a shiny pink, you'd anodize. If you wanted like a flat pink or flatter pink, then it'd be powder coated.
Okay. Yeah.
Very good. Can't complain too much. That's good to hear, Ty. Glad you're doing good, my friend. I'm excited for that one. I've got to sell some of my sabers to 4-piece things, man. I got the Rescuer coming this week, and my Steel Hangman's about to ship too. That's the dangerous thing about.
Oh, somebody said Rescuer. I got Rescuer coming this week. Yeah, mine's coming Saturday.
Which one?
Luke Mando Luke.
Luke Mando? What? Huh?
Mando Luke Hill.
Luke lightsaber.
Yeah.
Oh, I was on fonts. I'm like, dude, you're still on Revenge of the Sith. What are you talking about? Okay.
And Saturday. Yeah, Saturday is when it's delivering. I checked.
That's the Star or something?
At Star's End, yeah. I think they still have some. It's like 175.
It doesn't do it for me. It's okay.
I love that lightsaber.
Does it not push your buttons, Elvis?
It has a thicker neck, doesn't it?
No, there's
Thicker than like a mom.
No.
No? Okay.
No, the grips are wide. There's two different versions. There's you get two different tops from like the
hanger
from the
and
grip
the...
up. Yeah, the belt. There's the belt hanger, and then there's the stunt. The stunt has thicker silver rings, and then it has like the extra blade depth added on top. A little bit.
Okay, I got you.
And then
And they're not painted, right?
and they're not painted.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you got to paint it
Saber
yourself.
seems like a lot of work. Although it seems right up your alley. After what you did with your Desert Wanderer, I mean that.
Yeah, well, I'm sending mine to Iron Destiny. He's gonna paint it for me. So
Thanks.
I'm about to install the Boone Kest. I've got one of those en route from a company which I won't name just now.
and then the clamp or the control box is actually taller, which is kind of ugly. And then the LED arrows on it are smaller, which is kind of ugly. And then the two screws underneath are bigger and they stick out a little bit, which is kind of ugly.
Yeah, so you love it.
All that kind of ugly together is kind of beautiful.
This Boone Kestis hilt, I've seen these popping up.
Boone Kestis, is that the
So this is like the
one?
prototype for what was supposed to be Cal Kestis' saber in the planning stage of the game.
And that's the one that's almost got like a shape of like Qui-Gon's without the deep ridges.
No, I shall pull it up actually. It's on.
Cal Kestis is the guy that's going to show up in Andor. Is that who we're talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, that guy.
With Circus on his back.
Dude, I played that game again. I'm thinking the fourth time through. I just started it the other day. I love it. That game is so good.
I need to play it.
It's, I mean, really good just for the story itself.
I've watched all the cutscenes.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you don't play it, at least watch the cutscene. Go watch the cutscenes on YouTube because it's so good.
Yeah.
But you get a whole lot of lore too.
Present, share screen, Chrome tab.
It's like flashlight shaped though. It's pretty plain with like a copper ring or something. Oh wow, that's nothing like what I was describing.
It's really strange. There's like elements of Rey, kinda, and elements of like Vader-esque at the top, kinda. And then
I like this better than what they went with.
And
Really-
elements of the
really
keychain, kind of, just a little bit there at the end.
it's really, really weird looking. So
I'm surprised you can't build that in the game, though. I mean, that's to me the most fun in the game is the
I
variety.
see a little bit of.
I mean, you can build
sorry,
Can you
bro.
pull that back up?
10,000 different lightsabers in that game. It's so cool.
I see a little bit of Vader in there.
I was just gonna say
Upside down Vader emitter.
the
Kind of.
emitter.
Or, no,
is-
it's not upside down. That's like the DV6 part.
Yeah.
there.
That's exactly the part I was going to point out. That's like a Vader part right there prior to the emitter.
Yeah. Even going through the hilt too, though. Like it's like the ring around the DV6. Not like the going around.
Oh,
the
the
hilt.
D ring.
Yeah. No, not that part. Down a little bit. Right there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the part
That's
I'm
all.
looking at. What part are you looking at?
Huh?
That's the part I was looking at.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. It's a little Kylo at the bottom.
Right. Yeah. I see it.
It's kind of business up front, party in the back, and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into this saber.
MVP bulb release assembly.
Who makes it?
Well, here's the thing, right?
Kind of looks more like the DV6 ring.
I
Oh,
think,
you know what? Yeah, that's
I think TXQ have got a version because I think
Yeah,
that's
no,
the
actually,
one I'm
yeah.
getting sent. But CC Sabers have them. Oh God, where am I? I'm fucking lost. I'm operating with one screen tonight
wow, dude.
because I've
Get your shit
fucking
together.
changed. Well, I've fucking got a new part of my desk over here, and I've got a new part over here, so it's not like a big U shape, which is
Excuses.
great. And PC's over there now, and
Excuses.
What's Bubex? Bubex? What?
Bubex.
I'm not familiar with this one.
I mean,
Oh,
that
so this is
looks
on
like.
CC.
I think that's their version of that, of what we just saw.
That doesn't look as good as the picture we just looked at.
Well, no, yeah, the wrap, but you could definitely tell it's the same.
Yeah.
I bet if you rewrap it, is there better pictures?
But is this
Yeah.
the same model at all sites? Same maker?
I think so because this thing's just appeared out of nowhere. I think it's TXQ that make it, but it's got a real nice removable chassis.
The emitter is a little Kanan-esque.
Yeah, right.
This is kind of neat. I like this.
It looks too long.
It looks thin. It reminds me of a
The ring looks kind of small too.
what's that one saber company that has the weird internals?
Electrum.
Electrum. It kind of looks like an Electrum size.
Yeah.
Just try to find.
So this wasn't in anything. This was just in pre-production
Complete.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Complete concept.
Kind of like how they have those Kylo hilts that are not cross guards.
The like Jedi Killer kind of thing. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly like that.
You know what? I don't think this is a TXQ, actually. I thought this was a TXQ.
That's interesting.
Boo Bucks Garage makes it, and TXQ and CC Sabers are also distributing them.
Oh, but Sam said THQ, so I wonder if he said THQ just because Sam said it.
TXQ. Well, TXQ is distributing them, so they're not the actual maker, I guess.
That's interesting. That's really, really interesting.
It's neat looking.
It does look pretty neat, right? It's
very
different.
long, but the ring is bigger than it looks. Okay.
It's very, very different.
Probably Punk Sabers if CC are selling them.
Yeah, Punk Sabers is who did the mall that Carter doesn't like.
Well, I think he likes it. I think the install is not the greatest.
Yeah.
I had it on my Xbox One. I have not rebought it if I need to on my Xbox Series S or X or whatever it's called.
I'll need to do some digging on this hilt before I review it. That's if this company even sends it to me. They asked me to. They emailed me yesterday and asked me to do something, so I've done some checking up on them. They're Germany based, which is good. I'm not going to name the company just yet because I'm still doing some homework on them.
Okay.
But they're based in Germany, which is good because of the whole Brexit thing. So, like, rather than me saying, oh, if you're in Europe, just use Pad 1 Outpost, that would have been great if we're still in the EU, which we're not now. But now we're not in the EU, it doesn't really make sense for people to do that because of, like, importation and all that.
Okay, I got in this argument just this weekend. My wife said, I was talking about you or Jim or someone, but anyway, I said, she said in Europe, and I said, no, not in Europe, in the UK, in London.
It's separate.
And she's like, London is Europe. And I was like, no, it's not. And then I Googled it, and it says that the UK is Europe. And I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense.
I always thought it was separate.
Right, so continentally, the UK is in Europe. But Europe as a continent and the EU, the European Union, are two completely separate things. The
European Union government entity, UK government.
So kind of like how North America is.
It's more of like a free trade between. It's not even the same government.
It's a free trade.
They all have their own governments. But
so is it kind of like Canada and America?
Where it really gets confusing is Australia.
It's like the land's connected, but obviously. Okay.
It's because then you've got the European Parliament as well. So it's not just a free trade thing. It's also it also combines like laws and that kind of stuff as well. So if you're in the EU, then you're in the European Parliament, so you have to conform to certain standards and laws that they set in Brussels. Which, I mean, I'm not a political person. However, it has made things a bit more difficult. So anyway, I digress.
Keep them separate. I don't want to say it's Europe.
so
yeah, UK. I always say UK is different than Europe.
So this company approached me, and I've done some digging on them. They're based in Germany. They mainly do TXQ stuff, which I haven't reviewed any TXQ stuff on the channel. So I thought, right, okay, let's review some TXQ and see how.
Dude, TXQ designs are pretty damn good.
TXQ internals, though, based upon what I've just had to fix, is pretty fucking shit.
They don't sell empty.
I've never owned one. I just, from what I see, I'm like, damn, they look good.
I had to repair this for someone because they sent it in
good.
for a speaker upgrade, right?
And
the wiring literally just fucking fell apart.
Huh? That looks like LGT.
That looks like V1 LGT.
Same machine shop, but it's a TXQ board that's on it.
Yeah, that's like, are they allowed to do that? Or who technically owns that? Because I know TXQ used to be part of LGT, right? And they broke off.
Who technically owns it? The Chinese government.
TXQ, LGT, YDD, I believe, were all
together at one point. Yeah.
went their own ways. But I mean, I think when that model was released, I think there's like a certain machine shop that does a lot of stuff for a lot of companies. And I think Damien Saber or Nexus or whatever the fuck they're called now,
Yes.
they now have their own machine shops. So that's why you're seeing like TXQ coming out with their own versions of the Cal Kestis hilt, and then you've got LGT or whatever they're called now coming out with their versions of it because they're doing fucking everything in-house.
That's nice, yeah.
You know? I will be right back, guys.
TXQ.
That was abrupt.
It's the first TXQ produced hilt I've ever had. So impressed. I love DT stuff. Yeah, I've seen some TXQ hilts that straight up look like 89s, but they're like a fraction of the price.
LGT's got its place. I'm not going to knock it. My first Profi was an LGT. I still have it.
That's a great introduction to the hobby, and you can get an all right replica for an all right price.
Yeah, my Revan, my LGT Revan. I mean, that's a pretty nice replica, other than it having a recharge port and a button on it. You know, like
I love my Obi-Wan. I got an Obi-Wan Xeno Pixel, and I love that thing.
I took the core out of it, but I mean,
yeah,
that's an LGT. I mean, I love it. I still this is one of my favorite spinners still, until I got my Vectra. But it's not like I would go buy an LGT empty and go install it and stuff like that. Like,
no,
it's got its place. Is my point.
The Starkiller looks pretty good.
Yeah, their V2 Starkiller is pretty good.
With the crystal chamber and shit, that looks pretty good.
And I've always liked that saber just for the, Graflex-ness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and like the Starkiller, for example,
yeah, you can't.
John Santos, whatever his name is, Collector's Outpost.
Yeah.
He got the LGT Starkiller, and he's like, I'm going to make this look more accurate. It's great for what it is, but let's go make it look like, the game. And he did the Robin buff and all that. And he made the copper parts and like he made it look, more accurate. And I thought, that's perfect. There's plenty of people that just want to get the entry level Xeno.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go weather it and make it your own.
Dude, I mean, I feel that when my first saber I bought was Graflex 2.5, like a few years ago, and I cheaped out. I could have either gotten that one or I could have gotten, I think, like Romans or somebody at the time that actually had like a 3-cell replica.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have just gotten that because I would have paid less money. But since I paid less money at the start for just the 2.0 kit, when I got it, then I was like, oh, I want to get a better clamp card. Oh, I want to get the actual rivet screws. Oh, I want to get the actual glass eye. You know what I mean? So realistically, I paid more in the end when I should have just bought the Romans to start, and I would have had, boom, that's perfect replica.
And I think that's a lot of people's story, like me. I mean, how many
they just want to
LGTs
start something cheap and easy and then upgrade it over time, but then you realize, like, I probably should have got the nice one.
I wanted to get the LGT Starkiller, and I think it was Babu or someone was like, dude, that's stupid. Just spend another $150. And to me at the time, I was like, no, you're stupid. Why are you saying spend more, another 150? But now today, after I've owned a bunch, he was absolutely right,
Yeah.
But how many people out there are going to be a one and done collector? One Xeno and they're done.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so. And AAA battery, obviously, or AA battery is obviously a higher end collector.
Oh wow! I just now get that.
Seabass is weathering on that dark ray. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, those look good too. They're dark rays. You have one, don't you, Sam?
I've got one.
Yeah. Weather that shit.
You,
bro.
Jim, and Simon all have one. You guys need to get together and have a little dark ray party.
I don't know. Want to know what that would entail?
I think Jim's is for a giveaway. I'm not too sure.
Fling. Yeah, his is for a giveaway.
Is it?
I hope to win because I mirrored like 4 times with all my channels.
See, yours looks bigger than mine, though. Doesn't mine look a lot smaller?
That's what she said.
Well, yeah, it's the spacing.
It does
Mine are
seem
closer together.
wider.
Is
Yeah.
that the,
This is the KR.
yeah, yours looks better, Jesse. I mean, no, it's the spacing in the hilt.
Well,
I think
yeah.
too. The space
Also
in
PR.
between the hilt.
Oh yeah, look how big the magnets are on yours.
Yeah, he's
You
got a
can see
thigh
them.
gap on his.
You can see the
Thigh
magnets
gap.
there.
Yeah, that's
That's a thick thigh gap.
How long
it
is
is.
how long is yours?
Badass though.
But
But again, that's
About 7.5.
Mine is 14.
they both have them. They both have
14
them. That's
folded.
awesome.
14 folded. I use mine
Oh
for
man,
sound
all we got, Jesse, is this. Mine is
effects. Did I put it in my lap?
Oh man, where's hold on?
Mine's 14. Half. Oh, you're doing all the way? I mean,
you're
yeah,
past
27.
14 inches. You got to tell them in centimeters.
I need to do a conversion now to inches.
Yeah. Mine's 27 inches overall.
27 inches.
Yeah.
That's what mine is as well.
Okay.
So,
So the same size. It's just yours
Ray
are
has
spread further
15
apart.
measure tape.
yeah, it's measuring fabric and shit. You know.
Yeah,
I
gotta go
have that
around-
somewhere too.
around the armor.
I have a few of those. Yeah, I actually like those a lot.
When you have lightsabers, one of these is a fucking must.
Yeah, I have a small one somewhere too, but this was the last one I had. Yeah, Benji's weathering on this was fucking awesome.
It really is. Can I see the bluing? At the very tip, it's blue, right? Oh, see, I see purple too. I see gold. I see purple.
Yeah, it's faint, but yeah.
You can twist it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it looks
See,
good.
I really, really liked Sebastian's Calcestis. Or that was it was the Dark Ray.
Dark red.
I just thought
His
it
was
almost,
painted because
his
I'm
was
pretty.
almost a little too blue.
Well, I think his was painted because they're not steel. These
Yeah.
ones are actually steel, so Benji could actually use fire.
Oh.
I've
Where
seen
the LGTs, I don't think
video-
they're steel.
I've seen a video the other day of Goth, I think it was, blow torching the emitter matrix petals for the ray.
Oh yeah, I saw
And they
that.
go like
I feel like I
fucking-
saw that too.
Oh, it was killer.
I like the painted ones. I'm fine with them.
Get that weathered, it would look so much better. It's not mine, it's Louise's, and she wants it clean, so it's hers.
Tell her she's wrong, dude.
I'm not blaming her.
Louise,
You
I'm
can
kidding,
fucking
I'm
know if
kidding.
she's wrong, bro. I ain't fucking doing that shit.
I didn't mean it.
It's Profi as well, though, so it is Profi. She's got Profi.
It's good. Is it set up where the twist is opposite?
It doesn't have.
Did you see the video that
Gestures yet.
Put gestures on there, dude. When you swing a double-sided on and then twist it off, it's so cool. Both sides in sync.
who was that? Pack Store. Do you see because they came out with a dark ray, right?
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a lot of dark rays.
The video, if you go to the video, the entire sabers are flipped. Like they're wrong.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Like
no, really?
Like the buttons are touching each other. Yeah, the magnets on the opposite sides. Yeah. And he did a whole video on it and didn't even realize it was backwards.
Shit.
So the clamp is on wrong, so they're both on backwards.
They're both facing the opposite way.
Wow.
And like he's like trying to show like how you turn it on. He's like squeezing the sabers together because it presses the buttons against each other. I'm like, I mean, but I don't know, dude, because on the pictures that he's selling it as, it's correct. But then in the video with it installed and everything, it was not. I don't know if he didn't even notice because he thought it was supposed to be that way. It was like squeezing the sabers together to get them to activate.
Who was that? Was that
That's
Aaron
on
from
Pack
Pack
Store's YouTube, Ultimate Works or whatever. No, I was just like,
Oh, it was Dennis. It wasn't Goth. It was Dennis.
Oh yeah, he's right.
Dennis was blowtorching him, yeah.
Dude, I had a screw fall out of my Ray hilt, the Jedi one or the staff one,
Shit.
and it went missing. It was gone forever, and I don't know where it's supposed to be on the hilt. I don't see a screw missing. One day when Cody was here, he was looking at it, and all of a sudden, a screw falls out, and we were like, "The screws are so tiny."
I don't know why it reminded me of this, but didn't you have flood damage to your apartment?
Yep.
And you're still in it though.
Yep. My floors, we had to rip out my floors in my living room, and they're still not done. I still have. We're getting tile instead, and I probably have a quarter of the room left.
Okay.
So my living room is.
So you were able to stay in the place then?
Well, yeah. I was probably at my dad's for like 3 weeks.
Right. But when we talked back then,
once
you
the
were
power
thinking,
came back on here, yeah, I moved back in. Once power came back on.
Gotcha.
And we had to rip out the floors because it was starting to mold.
That's
but that was it. It's not, water didn't come in and rise. It just got through the door because I have a shitty back door, and it ruined the because we had like the fake wood floor type stuff.
Vinyl floors or whatever.
Kinda, yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say maybe you lost it during the flood, but no, I'm sure that screw is gone. Now that you got replaced.
Yeah, it didn't come into this room because this room's still the fake, or it's wood, but it's wood flooring, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, it was just my living room. So luckily, there's a sliding glass door right here that goes between my living room and this is technically my kitchen. So
technically your kitchen.
Or no, this is technically my dining room.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's making an omelet.
I don't remember a sink being in there.
No, yeah. So and my kitchen had tile, so we found the same tile, so it matches the kitchen now. So it looks better. Tile's better than wood floor, I think.
Well, thank God you didn't have to move to a different building.
Yeah. I accepted it already though. When that hurricane was coming, the shit that went down during it.
I remember you were moving your stuff out, and I was like, "Do you really think it's necessary?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking hurricane was legit. That was.
Because I was like, dude, it's not like you're that close, but then you mentioned you're on the channel, so it's like you're as close.
Oh yeah,
as
it destroyed us. Yeah, we're still recovering from it. But yeah, it's just my floors. And that's just because my dad was taking forever to get it done.
Could have been a lot worse when.
Oh, for sure. Literally, the people next door to me, like not in this same building, but the next building over, it's trash, just like piled feet above the ground. Like everything got destroyed. A lot of places were like that, but yeah. Literally, the water came right up to my front door, like right at the edge, like an inch more, and it would have been all inside.
After Hurricane Harvey, we went out to employees' homes to help them rip their walls out, basically.
Yeah.
So you just grab a hammer and go to their house, and the bottom 3 feet of sheetrock was just all gross, and you just rip that up sheetrock out, and then we'd be like, "See ya," and we go to the next employee's house and do it all over again. Mm-hmm. And it just, I couldn't believe the amount of damage and just any water does, Yeah.
Well, you got to redo all your power and everything too.
And we've been looking for homes over the last 5 years, and it's amazing how you go to pictures like in the kitchen and you just zoom in, and there's the water line on cabinets and stuff. You can see it from where it flooded, so it's like just zoom in on pictures and you can tell if the house had flooded.
So I was in Diamond Head, Mississippi, working for the television station there when Katrina hit, and Bay St. Louis is 2 minutes from my house. That's where the eye of the storm went over, and literally my neighborhood, half of it was completely wiped out. The other half, we were on high ground, so we were lucky. Didn't get power back for, I think it was 7.5 weeks.
Wow, that's a long time without power.
It was, we didn't get a Walmart back until I think it was 3 months afterwards. So we had to go for like groceries or anything, had to go like 45 minutes in,
And they were probably on a water boil too, which means they couldn't bathe.
We didn't get water back.
We couldn't use our water either.
Yeah, my wife was pregnant at the time, so we just moved her to Mobile to live with her parents. And I came, literally lived at the television station in my office. I just set up a bed there. we had food there because we're a television station, and they were feeding all the reporters. So I'd go there, live there for the week, drive back to Mobile, sleep at her parents' house, see her for 2 or 3 days, and did that for a month. And each night when I was there, I'd go to my house and do some cleanup. And finally, about 7 weeks in, one day the power trucks come by. I'm like, fuck yes.
That's 7 weeks is a long time.
Yeah, it was.
I think my dad's house only was 1 week without power.
Crazy.
And then
crazy.
mine came back the second. Yeah, and then the boil water. We couldn't use our water at all because we had dead bodies in our sewers and shit.
Yeah, I mean we had the National Guard there for months. I drive by and these guys would be set up in the little store parking lots, handing out MREs, and I mean it was crazy shit.
Yeah, you don't fuck around.
I
with
remember
those. That's crazy.
It wasn't
7
last winter,
weeks. That's insane.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Dead
last
bodies?
winter, but it was
Fuck
the
yeah,
winter
dude.
before when Texas froze over. You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So Texas went without power because our power generators all froze.
Wow.
So anyway, in Houston, we were without power for like a week, and we were on a water boil. I remember my dad saying, "What's a water boil?" I'm like, "Let me tell you." Like, if you don't know what this is, you haven't lived. It's like you literally boil your water and then give your wife and you give each other sponge baths, and that's how you bathe.
Is that savage?
water
It's
boil.
true.
Yeah, you don't want to get that stuff on.
And I complain when it rains for 6 weeks. Nothing special.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
I
am I
forget
doing?
the rest. There's like 90% of the world that does
She
not
was
deal
nuts.
with hurricanes.
Well, I mean, everybody kind of knew when it hit Florida. Everybody
What's the
was-
nicest of the natural disasters by far?
Yeah.
By far, it gives you
Yeah,
a fair
Sam
warning.
was getting it on his news, so that's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Oh, it was all over the fucking news for about a week straight. There was
Yeah, we
And
could
every-
once it hit, we couldn't even see the news or anything. Like we didn't know anything that was going on.
every
Had horrible service, dude.
every
That's what's
fucking
nice about it.
It's
news
weird
channel
when
was in
people start
fucking
reaching out.
Ohio.
I just heard. Are you okay? And you're like,
Yeah.
heard where? Like,
Yeah, the one time that you're out of work and you could literally sit and watch the Weather Channel all day, you can't sit and watch the Weather Channel because you don't get it.
Yeah, no, every single fucking like BBC, Sky, everyone was in Fort Myers for like a week.
Hmm.
It was nuts. We just sat watching. Like, there was the one thing that I took away
There's
from
still
it.
trash everywhere, and
There's a cigar shop on the beach at Fort Myers Beach,
yeah, they got
and it showed you like a before and after, and the water was literally up above the sign like 15 fucking feet with the surge. And I'm looking backwards, and I'm like looking at this. I'm looking at that. I'm
yeah.
like, holy.
And all I got was a little water coming through. I got so lucky.
he did. You really got lucky. So my son is learning about natural disasters right now. So every day he's like coming home and he's like, "Dad, have you ever been in an avalanche?" And I was like, "No." Have you ever been in a what did he say? What's the big wave?
Tsunami.
Tsunami. Have you ever been in a tsunami? And I was like, no, buddy, I haven't been in a tsunami.
Yeah, that's.
And I was like, but Obi-Wan
Huge.
Kenobi has, and he's like, what? And I'm like, oh, we gotta watch this movie. Like, that's one of my favorite Ewan McGregor movies. What's the name of it?
Oh shit! I know it's the Thailand one.
It's a just one word. It's like, not unhinged. What is it? Unlimitless, unlimited, limit, something.
No.
I gotta look it up now. But God, I love that movie.
I don't
It's
think
so
I've
good.
seen it. I don't know it,
Oh,
yeah.
you gotta watch it tonight. Let's zero up.
Thailand, fucking that tsunami that killed,
The Impossible.
The Impossible. There you go.
Yeah, no, I've never seen it.
So it's a true story
Mhm.
about a family visiting. Oh, where was the tsunami? I'm gonna say it wrong. Taiwan. God, I'm sorry.
It's in Thailand somewhere. If it was that,
Thailand.
yeah.
Maybe it was Thailand.
Maybe
Um,
Phuket.
So he's supposed to like help take over this new company, and so him and his family are sent to Thailand. and they're at this resort when the tsunami hits, and their whole family is split up, and they end up going really far away cities and stuff like that, and they all end up finding each other in the end. It's a true story, and it's fucking incredible. Just you gotta check that one out.
Yeah, just
I'd
being
watch
in
that.
this country, you don't speak the language. Everything is completely wiped out.
And Spider-Man, I think, is the kid. Ewan McGregor's kid is
Tom
Tom
Holland.
Holland.
yes.
Tom Holland and Ewan McGregor in a movie together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is a good
I think
one.
How old
2015?
is this?
I think it's 2015, maybe 2016.
So before he was even Spider-Man? Or that was probably right around the...
No, it would have been before. He's younger.
Oh, wow.
I think it was 2012
2012.
or thereabouts. Yeah, 2012.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally down to watch that.
And the kid, oh my god, amazing performance.
From Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Tom Holland looks 8. He probably was about 8.
What? Let me look this up now.
Yeah, seriously. He was like 8 or 10, maybe. I don't know.
Because, I mean, yeah, he's young.
That was a great fucking movie.
What is it called?
The Impossible.
The Impossible. Harry Holland plays his brother's in the movie, but that's not the brother.
I'll tell you one thing that we are getting.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
more-
he is little. Look at him.
One thing we're getting more and more often here is tornadoes now, which is kind of fucking scary.
Yeah, we get tornadoes all the time here.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's
I'm
the
totally
thing.
gonna
Like
watch this.
you're no like
I'll watch
You're-
it with you tonight. After this, let's watch it.
you're accustomed.
It's on
to,
Amazon.
You know, like we're not accustomed to that at all. Like
Yeah, it's
There was
well,
a-
you don't. That's one you never get accustomed to. Tornadoes are, and we're not as bad as Oklahoma or other parts of the country.
yeah.
But in the summertime, like and sometimes in the fall, I mean, we'll get warnings all the time.
Yeah.
We had them a lot in
touchdowns,
Minnesota.
2 or 3 or 4. But yeah, that's something that you can't do shit about that.
I know, right?
It's fucking. It's just horrible.
No, you're
Like a
just
hurricane, you
like,
kind of got a feeling for like a week leading up to it.
But that's the other thing is hurricanes also spawn tornadoes, and that's some scary shit because you don't
they're
know.
not the same.
There was one
Right.
just outside of Edinburgh a couple months ago, and it looked like a fucking proper motherfucker. They're getting more and more frequent.
Oh, it's on
And
HBO
tornadoes.
Max. I have HBO Max too.
Tornadoes can be like here and gone. It can be tiny, like a little,
Yeah.
Dust
uh,
devil or a water
Yeah.
spout.
or it can be completely detrimental to an entire city. You know,
Maybe
it's-
it's the size of a football stadium.
yeah, what, F1 through F5 or however the rating system is for that. I mean, it's just insane.
Try to find this one from a couple months ago. There it is.
Halston. That was a
That's
good show,
not-
though. I enjoyed Halston.
This one was actually. We get like many ones like Dust Devils and whatnot, but this is the first one I've seen that was like proper on the fucking ground and it was tracking through fields and shit.
Yeah.
Which really creeped me out because it's not actually that fucking far away. The picture quality is fucking terrible because it's from someone's camera phone. Where is it?
Oh yeah,
That
that's
was-
a real tornado.
That was one.
Okay. So that was Kansas. That could be Kansas. It could be Oklahoma.
You know, this was literally just outside of Edinburgh, which is like not very far away from me at all. You know, but a lot. I mean, it's the right type of geography for it, though. You know, it's very rural out this way. You do have, you have cross flows with the kind of hills and mountains, the warm air coming down and the cold air. So the warm air rising, the cold air diving. You know, you get convection between
And all that global warming.
and all the global warming. You know, all the pineapples. So it's starting to get. We're actually starting to get like this fucking. They're talking about introducing like tornado warning systems as of 2026 here, which is like fucking
nice.
Wow. So
fucking
global warming's real, dude.
And I tell you what,
man.
I'll tell you what. The first time that comes to my phone, I am going to shit my pants.
Yeah, tornado warnings are scary. Any storm warnings, when you get them, like when they come up on your TV or whatever, it's
yeah.
The thing is, like, if that's the case, and if we are going to start getting them, which scientists are predicting they will become a lot more frequent, and we will actually have a season come the mid-2030s. So you're talking like just over 10 years' time. We are so underprepared for that type of extreme weather.
Well, that's just it. So, I mean, that notification is designed to put the fear of God into you, like, get out now, or, go into that room of the house or whatever.
Start building stronger.
If I remember right, that's kind of the whole concept of the movie Twister, is that they need to develop better alert system, better warning system, so they can tell that it's coming. And when the mom's house gets destroyed, the first thing she says is, "We had no warning."
Yeah. That was a fantastic movie, by the way.
Yeah, that was the 90s, and today we still have no warnings.
Yeah, they're still. Why don't they do the thing they did in that movie? I mean,
yeah, just drop Dorothy in the middle of that damn thing. Come on,
just drive the truck in.
There was a storm chaser called Tim Samaras who worked with the National Geographic Channel. And he got killed in was it El Reno? I think it was El Reno in 2011. The big F5 they had there, and he was literally doing something like that. He was trying to drop sensors into the path of these fucking twisters to try and get an actual, analytical kind of data point on what's actually going on, to then, pinpoint what type of thunderstorm would actually produce.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not going to lie, I would love to go storm chasing. I would love to go on a storm chasing holiday with experts and be safe, But, like, if I was to, like, pick up my phone right now, tornado warning in effect, I'm like, I need to go and change my pants. Like, no, it's getting, the whole world is going fucking nuts.
I was usually the first one to go open the garage door and just sit on my tailgate and, like, watch storms when everyone else is going in the house. I'm fascinated.
Love a thunderstorm.
We'll do it, Elvis. We'll go like through Oklahoma and Kentucky and shit, and do that whole fucking corridor. We'll just hire a truck.
Whatever the meteorologist's name is that drove the Dominator on Storm Chasers, the big like red one that would go down on the ground.
Oh, shit.
I remember seeing him on the freeway, and I just had this like fantasy, like, I want to live that life, like that's chasing storms. It's probably the worst ever.
I follow him on YouTube actually. What's his name?
I don't remember. I just remember the car's name. I think was Dominator.
Reed Timmer.
Yes, he had his own line of windshield wiper blades for a little bit.
It's a good product placement right there.
What a weird fucking product for a storm chaser to be promoting.
Well, I mean, who do you have to compete with? Rain-X and
Bosch.
Okay, sure.
There we go. Elvis.
Matt, I was born in Ohio, and actually have many relatives still up in Ohio.
The Mojo brothers were just talking about doing something in Ohio.
I was born in Akron.
They're in Ohio. Yeah, I was born in Cincinnati, and all my family's still up there.
Yeah, I have a lot of family on my mom and dad's side there.
I'm not particularly fond of Ohio, though.
I fucking hate Ohio. It's depressing as shit.
Thank you.
Every time I go there to visit family,
why don't you guys leave? We left like 30 fucking years ago, man, and you guys are still here? There's warmer parts.
If everyone was meeting in Ohio versus Florida or Galaxy's Edge or something, but like if all of the lightsaber, I can't say boys because that's like a group at this point. All of the saber people got together in Ohio, I would go.
Oh, sure, yeah. But Ohio sucks. Yes. I have family in what was it called? Zanesville. That's where my dad's family is.
That just doesn't sound like a cool city.
No.
It sounds like a city a villain
Depressing
comes
as
from.
fuck, dude. And then
Set in a village.
I don't know where my mom's family side is because they're more like spread out. But my dad's side is in Zanesville. Very small.
It's fucking nuts, man. How, like, you all have states sort of the size of my country.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
And
Cleveland rocks.
My name is Cleveland Brown.
And
I
it's,
was
you
a
know,
fan of the
almost,
Drew
you know,
Carey
like,
show. The Drew
other
Carey
than
show is a bit of an
languages, all
dated
the
reference.
states are very, very different. They're like different countries, and the people in the states
Yeah,
are like different countries.
for
I mean,
sure.
there is more of a melting potness to it and a blendingness as you get around. There's some Alabama and Florida and some Mississippi and
I was
Alabama.
just going to
and
say,
Georgia
we
and
got you in
Alabama.
Alabama, me in Texas, and Jesse in Florida. We kind of represent
We're in
a demographic.
Florida's its own damn thing, dude.
Yeah,
Florida
I mean,
is-
We got Florida. We got Florida man. Florida
I
man
think you
is
can
its
say about
own.
all of them. Like Alabama is really its own thing, and Texas is really its own thing.
we
Yeah.
were the first ones to abolish the abortion again this year, and we still look at Florida and think they're crazy.
Yet you also have Austin.
Yes, and we have
Dude,
Austin.
COVID existed here for like 3 or 4 days, and then we were just like, nah, we're good.
Yeah.
Let's go get it.
It's
It doesn't,
it's
it
funny.
doesn't work
Like,
on the beach.
my experience of the States is like East Coast to West Coast. So, like, the people in Florida are very different to the people in California.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
You know?
yes.
It's like, it's weird. It's strange.
There's cool people everywhere, but
Yeah, that's the thing too. is
what
I
the
think-
states are known for, the prejudice of the states, yes.
Yeah,
very
the
much
prejudice that you hear about Alabama is here in Alabama, but I am also here in Alabama, and I'm not
Yeah.
at all. And neither are my friends, any of my friends. So
Can I-
you're going to find cool people wherever you go.
Can I tell you my Alabama joke?
Absolutely.
You know, toothpaste was invented in Alabama, and you know how I know
Something
that?
to do with my sister, doesn't it?
If it was any other state, they would have called it teeth paste.
That's probably accurate. That's probably accurate.
Yeah, just don't go walking into the woods with a bed sheet at night. Like,
It happens.
Hey, sometimes you got to pay good money for that.
you might stumble across certain things that you don't want to.
Vegas.
Fucking hell. Hey, batteries, I just realised something about the Boone Kestis help. The threading is the same on both ends of the grip, so if you got two of them, you could make it into a stab.
That's interesting because that big ring on it makes you instantly not even think double-sided.
But wouldn't you have to have a connector?
It's interesting.
If the threading's exactly the same,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I'm guessing it's going to be a male thread. So you'd have to have a double female
Connector
connector.
like duct tape.
I mean,
That
if
would
you
work.
did
But
that in
he's saying
Alabama,
on the
I don't know.
grip, so he's saying one grip between two sabers.
Oh,
I don't
so
see how that would
you
work.
could put the emitter on
Put the
on
emitter on both. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So it'd be a
I
shorter
mean,
grip.
you'd have to cram a lot into that one chassis. I mean, it's possible. Man, Joe, it's a
Yeah, you could just do like one
ding, ding, ding,
board,
ding, 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 ding.
light up two sides at the same time type thing.
But that actually happened in Georgia. So let's be honest about that. Come on now.
Oh,
You're like a
shit.
piggy boy.
I've been in that river, the Chattahoochee, where they film that. I've gone swimming in that.
Yeah.
So.
I have to admit, one of my favourite TV shows and movies growing up was Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah,
Oh, I loved it. The banter.
it's interesting because you were a little young for Dukes of Hazzard, so you guys must have got it late.
No, I would watch reruns of the show from like the 70s
Okay.
or something. And then the movie came out with Johnny Knoxville and Sean William Scott, like the remake.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It actually is not a bad. Yeah, it's a
not a
comedy.
bad movie. It's
You
a
know,
great
it's
comedy.
not like what the show was, but it is a good movie still.
The
I'll have to check that
banter
out.
is so similar to what you get here. You know, the sense of humor, fantastic. You know,
I still need to see Jackass Part 4.
Oh, brilliant! Not the same without Bam, but still brilliant.
I mean, I was a
He's
big
he's
fan
in
of-
one shot.
Huh?
Bam's in one shot. Yep.
Who's in what?
He's in the Bam. It's the one with the
Bam Margera is in.
what's the thing that you run
He's
on
only
treadmill?
in
The
one
treadmill
shot
one.
in the movie.
He's in the treadmill scene, but like you see him for like a split second.
Was it a big thing that Bam wasn't in it?
Yeah, he fell off the wagon again, and they staged an intervention and basically kicked him off the movie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
too bad.
It's a shame.
What's his weight like? Is Bam still thin, or is he gotten?
No, he's like Phil now.
Yeah.
He's gone like he actually looks like Phil now, which is fucking scary.
I kind of figured.
You know, I still love that show, Viva La Bam. That spin-off, that was
It was a fun show.
fucking crazy.
Just so he was fucking with his dad the whole time.
Dude, yeah, he would be on like Facebook Lives, like begging people for money and shit. Like,
Yeah, he was like, if everyone just Venmoed me like $1, you're like, whoa.
and he'd be like super messed up. Like,
Yeah, no,
he
he's
was
is
going
he
through it.
clean now again, or is he still? He's still
Oh no,
kinda-
I haven't seen anything.
Well, it sounds like he
he's
just.
still kind of woo.
I think he's clean now, or he was at least. That he was because he actually went
I saw a
on.
video of him skating the other day.
He went on.
I think it was recent.
Steve-
Well, he was,
Right.
wasn't he like? I think cops were looking for him at one point. I don't know. He like escaped. Where was he at? He was in something like for drugs or something.
You know, the one that really turned around.
He like ran
who
away from
Probably
something.
looks the best today is Steve-O.
Yeah,
Which
I mean, I know
what
his teeth are all
do you
fake
think?
and stuff, but
Yeah,
he's got like his own like podcast and shit, right? Yeah.
it's fucking nuts. That's one thing about culture as well. Like, you know, we all.
His voice is destroyed, but
Oh, his voice box is gone.
yeah.
I was just gonna say that's one thing about like cultural differences. Like, I don't know if it differs from state to state, but like carrying a knife is like, you know, fairly common in the States. Maybe in certain, I don't know.
Yeah.
But Bam was in. Eminem was playing a park in a massive gig in Glasgow, and one of Bam's friends was the kind of support act, and he got arrested. This is how bad. This is how tight our controls are on sharp objects in public, right? He got arrested in Glasgow and spent the night in the fucking jail for having a sewing kit on his person that contained a pair of scissors.
Wow.
He got a £500 fine. A fucking sewing kit.
why do you have a sewing kit though?
Fucking no. I'm not interested in that.
That's-
I mean, sometimes you've got to mend. There is mending that needs to be done at times, so you've got the sewing kit.
Yeah.
Has to be prepared.
Yeah. He fucking got arrested for a fucking sewing kit. I read that. I was like, holy fuck. You know? And then people got wind that he was due in court, and like hundreds of people went to the courtroom. So, Adam, take care, mate. I will get that saber sorted out for you over the weekend. As
You
requested.
mean you didn't ship it out yet? This is terrible shipping times.
Fucking hell, man. I ordered it fucking 5 hours ago.
Absolute savers and their shitty shipping times. Can't trust them.
You know, where can I put in?
He did request that I don't ship it before Friday.
I think Absolute Sabers drop ships. I'm gonna go to Instagram. I'm gonna start telling my story.
Hey man, how much shit do we buy on Amazon? That's all drop shipped. Just saying.
It's a fair point. Fair point. Fair fucking point.
Buy clothes online, probably drop shipped.
If I could actually start drop shipping direct from KR installed, that would be fucking impressive. That'd be the
KR
fucking
would probably think that's impressive too.
that'd be the fucking dream right there, right?
I think drop shipping is totally fine. Just
It depends how you
be
utilize it.
be a good.
I'm just saying it's
Business.
controversial. I'm saying
It's controversial only because we've experienced bad drop shipping. Like if somebody does it right,
well,
Yeah,
and
it
we
shouldn't
have
be a problem.
there's good options that aren't drop shippers.
Yeah.
Fair,
You know what I mean?
but I don't
You
think
can't
that.
tell me that half of the stuff I got from Dark Wolf wasn't drop shipped because it's shit.
Oh, they're all
came
drop
from-
shipped.
Yeah, it came from Hong Kong. It wasn't coming
Yeah.
from his, anywhere in New York.
Yeah.
And he does it right.
Yeah, if something's messed up,
Yeah.
they'll replace it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got that
I wasn't
Thexan.
trying to start a conversation on drop shipping.
oh, it happened, bro.
I got that Thexan
It's a
from
hot
Johnny
topic in Saberland.
back in April when it came with one of these defective profi boards that wouldn't connect to the computer.
Mhm.
And
The Lathe?
no, the Thexan.
Hmm.
And I messaged Johnny, and he had a brand new core out to me within 4 days from China, straight from China. Which was pretty impressive. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, if this fucking TXQ thing comes in and it's semi decent, I might consider drop shipping TXQ. Because I fucking know I'll do it correctly, and I won't piss people
Well,
off.
I mean, if you're doing your research, good.
I wasn't impressed with that look spin model though. The wiring on that was dangerous. Not just shoddy, but fucking dangerous. Like,
Louis
there was
says
like,
goodnight.
there was like wires that fucking like this much exposed and shit, like off of the joint. You're like, holy fuck, like proper like fucking wires carrying power. I'm heading to bed. It was good to hang with you all. That's probably my cue as well to get to fuck.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
We stopped talking about Andor an hour ago.
Please.
Yeah, we did. We stopped talking about Andor more than an hour ago, I think.
Yeah, we stopped talking about Star Wars an hour
That's,
ago.
that's the thing with Andor. Like, you can talk about it, you can drag it out for
We haven't done the fast food yet. Go.
But next week, guys, what do we reckon? Number one question is Luthen a Jedi, and number two question: are we going to get a banger? Are we going to get a cliffhanger? Or are we going to get both?
We're going to get a banger. We're going to get a banger that leaves optimistically. I think there's going to be an optimistic. This rebellion could work.
Yeah.
No, Luthen
is going to show up and say, "Luthen, how's it been? I haven't seen you in a while."
As much as I'd love it, Luthen will not be revealed as a Jedi.
Cliffbanger. I like that, Matt.
Cliffbanger.
Yeah, that is good.
Cliffbanger. I agree. I think it will be a complete cliffbanger.
I'm okay with that.
Also, Mon Mothma's husband and daughter are going to die. Maybe not this season, but they're going to die. They're not going to have to go through the whole marriage thing because they're going to die.
True, yeah.
Heard it here first. I feel fucking bad now because Cole's just.
I mean, Luthen too.
We've never seen a Luthen.
No.
Yeah, he's got to be taken out. Maybe he dies in the next episode.
Could.
And that's when Mon Mothma takes the
He
fucking
could.
reins.
He could die.
He could, and Sal could kind of become the
Yeah.
force behind the. He's more of the gorilla of the bunch.
Well,
So
He's already on that side. So
maybe that's why Mon Mothma kind of takes the reins a bit more, is because Luthen dies.
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Cole, I feel really bad, dude. We're just kind of wrapping up.
He's 2 hours late, dude. You can't feel bad.
Probably been working, bro. I mean, I'll give him a fucking pat.
I'm kidding, Cole.
I mean, you're like 8 hours behind. Holy shit.
Yeah, right. It's 9:15 for me. So was it in Texas?
8:15.
8:15. Okay.
yeah, it's 8:15.
I know you're 6 hours behind me.
Yeah.
6 hours. You know, so.
It's my wingspan.
We need to make a meme of Jesse going, though. How long is yours?
There was like
14.
3 minutes in there where it was nothing but one-liners that you guys didn't realize you were saying. You know, well,
My wingspan is about
mine's
68 inches.
Okay.
See you next week, Cole. Miss you, man.
If anybody wanted to know.
Your wingspan 68 inches.
So what's
68.
that make you, 6'2"?
No, I'm 6 foot. Your
6 foot?
wingspan could be slightly taller than your height.
I can't even fucking see that.
Well, yeah, get it and then hold it. And
You
then
can
bring
just hold
down.
it and bring it to your face.
Yeah.
I can't fucking hold it. Got it.
Mine's not long enough.
What's 1,700 millimeters in inches?
So your tape measures don't come in inches.
No, they come in millimeters
That's
because
wild.
the metric system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I have one on my
get those.
Mutant
keychain.
fingers.
Yeah,
67 inches.
I
Your
really
wingspan
like
could
this
be-
one
your
because
wingspan
it
could be
has
slightly
centimeters
longer.
on it.
What's yours? Yours is 68 as well?
67.
67. What's up, bitch?
What's up, bitch? What? I love that one, Elvis. You like?
Yeah. Measuring this
You
way.
would need it in millimeters.
Not this way.
Like, wait a minute.
You have a smaller one.
Elvis comes back up. He's like, that can't be right.
What are you talking about? That's average.
Blade plugs. That's what we're measuring, right?
What plugs? What?
Shoe size. That's what matters. I don't even know what I am. I'm a US
11. I'm
Yeah, I'm 11.
US 11.
I'm a 12.
I'm a 12, so it's definitely not shoe size that matters. Oh, sorry.
Maybe I was a little bit inaccurate there, then Elvis. I don't know. On a cold day.
Yeah, we were trying that time.
Mine's in inches. No, mate. I thought Ryan, you're taping inches, really? No, mine's in millimeters.
Millimeters? So it literally goes like 100, 200, 300, and like...
200, 300, or is it centimeters?
So you have to deal with us when you get like blades.
Does that say 10 set? That's centimeters, dude.
Centimeters.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
millimeters and centimeters.
Yeah, we've got centimeters on ours. as
One
well.
means 1 centimeter, not 1 millimeter.
Yeah, but 100 mil.
That says
200
10.
mil. Yeah, I know, but it's 300 mil, 400 mil, 500, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, if you add a zero, I understand what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, if you add a 0.
If you want to be accurate, you can work in millimeters. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's math, so yes, the point is to be accurate. No, we've got both on ours because of the stupid, everything that we've done in America is just a basic fuck you to Great Britain. That's why we drive on the side of the road that we drive. That's why we adopted the stupid Fahrenheit system, which makes no sense at all.
Yeah, it
I mean,
doesn't. No.
32 degrees is freezing. 212 degrees is boiling. Why not make it 0 and 100? That makes a whole lot more sense.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Let's go in a unit of 10s. No, let's do a unit of 12s. What? So yeah, and we had an opportunity like a couple years back where they were talking, let's just switch to the metric system. It'd be like 3 or 4 years of really headache, and then we'd all.
Dude, if we're getting rid of daylight savings time, we're only one step
we should
away from
switch.
switching to metric.
Switch to the metric, seriously.
And
It
then
just
you
makes
and then you
so much
guys
more
took it to the next fucking extreme. You're like, let's really fuck with them. Let's take the eye out of aluminium.
No, fuck you.
Aluminum.
It's aluminum.
No, it's
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 aluminum.
aluminum.
it's-
It'll always be aluminum.
We say it wrong.
I mean, I'm not saying that you say it wrong. That's
We
the
spell
culture.
it wrong too.
And we should get those powdered wigs in our courts.
That would be
Okay,
great.
I've taken it too far.
Those things, fucking hell, those things. It's funny. You can like stand outside Glasgow Sheriff Court and just see all the fucking lawyers and shit walking in with their wigs on and freshly permed and shit. It's fucking. Here. It's like literally watching a really shit fucking remake of Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, it really fucking is. With no pirates. Fucking you guys with your logical systems of measurement. You know, gallons as well. Although I do prefer the gallon method because it's fucking cheaper.
Yeah, liters adds up fast, dude.
You're fucking telling me it is £2.
Oh yeah, for like liters of gas.
It is £2 for 1
Petrol.
liter of diesel right now.
I went to Mexico, so it's not only not in gallons, it's in liters, and it's in pesos instead of dollars. And I'm like,
Like, this
oh my
is so
God, the
affordable.
numbers are getting so high. I think we're about to spend $2,000 on gas.
This is a 10-gallon. Why is it? What?
Did you see like,
going so high?
a Texan family with an RV filling up at a Mexican gas station in pesos and liters, having the worst mental breakdown you've ever seen in your life?
How much is it? I don't know. It's like 200 pesos in a litora. I don't know what's happening.
Then you get home and you realize it was $2, and you're like, oh shit, that wasn't bad.
Oh shit! What's up, Tony?
The donkey
When's that
show.
started running to? Black Friday?
I've never been to Tijuana.
Yeah, I think so. If I remember. I'll remember.
Then he went to the donkey show. I would love actually to go and see proper, like Mexican wrestling. Like fucking proper fucking
Like little
Lucha
people
Libre.
wrestling, or-
We're talking about the donkey show, and you like, I would really love to see.
like
Mexican
erotic
wrestling.
Mexican wrestling, or like or the dudes with the mask. Because there's like three different
Mucha
sets of
Lucha.
shows you can go and see.
I was
down
like,
in Mexico.
sign me up for the proper donkey show. Let's go.
Mucha Lucha.
Well,
Rey
wrestling.
Mysterio just kicking the shit out of donkey one.
You guys ever
I
see
would
the
not like to see
Mucha
that
Lucha
wrestle.
cartoon when you were a kid? Well,
No,
Man,
I
you
have
guys
watched
are- you guys
Lucha
are
Libre wrestling though.
Mucha Lucha.
You could
That's
get
a
the
good
masks for like $5 in the border towns I'd go to when I lived on the border down in Harlingen. And yeah, you could pick those up for like $1. Yeah. I had like 3 or 4 of them.
One of the stupidest fucking movies of all time, Jack Black, Nacho Libre.
Yes.
Was it bad?
Oh
No,
terrible.
it's not. It's not terrible.
It's terrible. But it's terrible. It's funny.
Yeah,
But
it's.
It's about fucking.
If you
I
like
don't know.
Jack Black, you'll like it.
Yeah.
Napoleon
Jack
Dynamite's
Black
a
is
little
okay.
kind of like an acquired taste too, and I feel like
Yeah.
it's a little like that, right?
Yeah. I would say so.
Oh, that was on last.
speaking
My
of-
wife turned that on last night on one of the pay channels. That movie's fucking awesome.
Have you guys watched the Weird Al movie that came out?
No, I watched the
That
preview
makes supposed
for
to
it,
be really
though.
good.
It's free. It's on the Roku app. So I watched it last night. It's wild, dude. Like
Is that
The whole thing's like a parody, isn't it? The movie itself.
yeah, the whole thing is like, and from the very get go, it's him as a kid at the dining room table, and his mom is like, "Alfred, we've told you to work on this. We really just think you shouldn't be yourself." And like it, like just full on serious, and I'm like, "Oh, that's where this is going." And
rings
so
a
he
bell.
comes out with "Eat It," the parody to "Beat It," and brings it to the record company. Like, here's my first original work, and it goes crazy, and he's living in mansions, and Madonna wants to marry him, and they're like, this guy Michael Jackson has come out with a parody called "Beat It." People seem to be excited about it. Like, it's just so weird. But anyway, Jack Black is in it, and a ton of other stars.
Jack
They have
Black
like little
plays Wolfman Jack, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a ton of stars in it playing some weird little, cameo of 80s characters. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
it
So
Daniel
basically, it's a biopic that none of it is true.
What the
Because-
really
Yeah.
funny part though is when it's all done, it puts up photos of Weird Al in these non-true scenes. So it's like Madonna making out with him.
Oh,
and,
God.
like-
Like at the end, yeah.
so like they photoshopped him into these to
Oh,
make it look
that's
like
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
His too, he got like really bad into drugs, and he's like a clean vegan, like, never touches anything. So it's
Al Yankovic?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that.
Any of you guys watched the Terrifier 2 yet?
No.
I haven't seen
I haven't
Terrifier
seen
1 yet.
Terrifier
I've just
1.
seen
Yeah.
the reaction videos.
Wild. Watch it.
I seen the first one like years ago.
I tried to get my wife to watch it last night, and she said no, and that's why I watched Weird Al, actually.
I mean, I don't know why people are passing out from it. It's not that bad, but it's just weird.
Based on Simon's reaction and the scenes he was describing, it seems like it's the raunchiest gore movie ever. Like,
it's not that bad. It's like, okay, there's some quite graphic stuff in it, but I'm like watching it, I'm going, really? People are like passing out from this? Maybe it's just.
oh, I would never pass out from a movie.
Oh, apparently there's people literally fucking passing out from it. And it's funny because the girl that interviewed me for my my job last week, we sat for a good 25 minutes just talking about Terrifier 2 during a job interview, like in depth, in detail, like fucking gory details and everything. It was like the weirdest fucking job interview ever. And then she phoned me the next day, like, yeah, you got the job. I'm like, I could have fucking guessed that. Not being big-headed, but the conversation that we had kind of led me to believe that was a fucking given. Raunchy gore, tripper gore. I'm all right. Yeah, pretty much. I would implore you to watch it. Anyway, gentlemen, thank you for giving me your time this week. Cliffbanger next week. I will accept nothing less.
Mm-hmm.
And Luthen will die.
I hope he doesn't, but he might.
Luthen will die next week. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Fuck it.
Cal Kestis, Andy Serkis.
Cal Kestis.
B2
On
email
his back,
makes it
swimming.
through, I'm still on board.
Just carrying him. Swimming. Wait up, guys.
Is that the fucking
With
door?
BD on Circus's shoulder.
K2SO appears.
That'd be nice. That'd be cool. I think it's too early for it, but that'd be cool.
Alan Tudyk was fucking credited for season 1.
You're right, he was. Well, did the droid on the beach have the same voice?
No. Different voice. It's got to appear. Anyway, we'll wait and see next Wednesday. Gentlemen.
But he'll be the dark Alan Tudyk.
Oh, I like the dark Alan Tudyk. Has someone got an alarm going off?
No.
I thought I heard something earlier too.
No, I think he's printing. Are you printing?
Let me mute.
Definitely
See
an
if
alarm
that goes
going
away.
off somewhere.
I don't think it's me. But I hear an alarm.
That must be my ceiling fan then. Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Anyway,
I didn't think that would come through. Oh, you know what? I bet you my I should quit StreamYard and join back in, so you could probably hear my fan the entire time then.
no, I've just picked it up when fucking Matt was like, is that the fucking Dorothy sounds from Twister? And I'm like, yeah, it is.
Oh.
Anyway, folks,
Oh.
thanks for joining. We'll see you again next week. Have an awesome week. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Love you all.
Take it easy.